once again in the underground parking lot area of the house. The beautiful gilded carriage flickering with blue light through the windows. Dal tinkering away on the outside, kind of up on top, working on the pipe, the funnel, the exhaust that comes out the top with these two kind of exhausts that kind of pop out from the side, the glow of blue emanating from it. A set of footsteps marching in, a number of heavies stepping in, carrying a crate, walking with them a turtle individual that were Krirg conscious and here would recognize as Jaha. As that happens, as he steps in, following along behind is a tall Furbolg individual who Magnazella would recognize were she here. As they step on in, our Doegar friend on top looks up. As he looks up, the Furbolg says,
"All right, we got you that last piece." You hear something? Sniggering, laughing? Did I pick a bad voice for this one? It's like a terrible Alan Alda. Serious stuff, serious flashback. We got one of the last pieces for you there, buddy. They bring the crate across and kind of drop it on the ground. The Dwegar kind of slides down the exhaust and onto the ground and kind of dusts his hands off, walks over to it, goes to the chest and looks up and says, "This is something that Jacob supplied for the cause." Yeah, you're absolutely right. It went for a lot of trouble. I helped kind of ferry it here myself.
And he pops open the crate and there is a red, fiery glow from the inside. And welcome to Hit Points Not Required presents the House of Ill Repute. Woo!
You dirty dog. You sneaky.
Where a group of hired misfits fulfill the wishes of the morally dubious, the house, and they do not ask questions. We are here once again for this rousing romp, and without any ado at all, we'll jump straight in. And we've jumped straight in. We come back to combat here as I spit all over my notes. Krirg, having just gone down, been dropped by these spectral fangs from the Yuan Ti priestesses. As you drop on top of one of them, the rest of you noticing Krirg fly backwards. And as he flies backwards and kind of hits the ground, Krirg, as you drop unconscious, what would be the first thing that kind of starts to rattle through your mind before we get down to Elijah's turn?
As Krigg's full life flashes before his eyes, he goes back to a moment when he was still in his teenage years, traveling with his father. And it's in this memory, a lot of things are blurry because it was, for him, it was very long ago. They were trying to cross over a bridge and they come across a goblin that is charging them to cross the bridge. And this is actually the memory of Krirg remembering the first time that he ever completely went into a rage. This goblin who was trying to rip them off, they get into a fight. He says,
Katie, what would be the voice of the goblin? That voice you're doing?
Does it sound like this?
It does sound exactly like that.
Oh, I'm so glad! What a relief!
And Krirg, as a young boy, said, "You gotta let me pass the bridge."
I'm afraid not, sir!
Boy, me am going to kill you if you not do that.
I'm sorry, that's part of our company policy. You can't pass the bridge.
And his voice deepens and he says, "Me no like hearing about company policy." He goes after the goblin, no weapons in hand, but he just strangles this goblin to death.
To death.
And this is the memory of Krigg's first kill.
As you hit the ground, we come down to Elijah's turn.
Oh my.
Mine was yesterday.
Elijah's just gonna scan the battlefield, and as I look around, I just look back to Thuna, and Kirg's down, and I wave the pike in that direction. It's brackish black water slings towards the tiny snakes there in front of you, Thuna. Does a 27
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. We're back. We're so bad.
It's fun to be passive aggressive when asking for, does it hit? Yeah, it does.
It does. Great. I need 5 of these guys.
What are you throwing?
I once again, brackish water flies from the pikes. I'm using my siphoning strikes spell,
Gotcha. Beautiful.
and it hits for. Oh wow, that's a lot.
That's great.
18, 19 points of necrotic damage.
10 points of necrotic damage. Beautiful.
It's going to spray out to 3 creatures within range. I only have 1 ally within range. Does that mean she gets all the healing from it?
What is the range there?
It's a 30-foot range on the spell and then a 15-foot radius for the splash.
Yeah, so the splash would heal her for half regardless. She wouldn't get all of them.
Okay, but it would do the full 19 if there were 3 creatures.
If there are 3 creatures,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So you'll get 9 hit points back as the brackish water splashes from it to you and heals you.
Does brackish water mean like dirty, murky water?
Yes,
Yep.
yes it does.
100%.
Yes it does.
It feels great.
Feels great.
I feel
Yes, it
reinvigorated.
does.
How does it smell?
Bad. Very bad. But I've got my lavender.
You still got it.
But not unlike the onions, things that smell bad can heal good.
Exactly.
You were correct. I was incorrect. Full healing.
All right. You get 19
Holy.
if you needed them.
Okay. The girl is back.
As it splashes there, I swear that one got hit, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you do that, tell me how you handle this creature.
My hero.
I don't handle it at all. The water just kind of hits it, and it just sizzles and melts all of these snakes as they start to just shrivel up and die, basically. It's necrotic energy, right? Shrivel up and die.
Wow.
Excellent. As they shrivel up and die, what else are you doing?
I'm just going to move this way 30 feet.
Right next to your tentacle.
And then tentacle 30 feet, 10, 20, 30.
Nice.
And the tentacle's gonna slap the Offending priestess.
Yeah, you can slap the one on the ground with advantage if you want, or you slap the one standing up.
The one standing up,
Beautiful.
I think, is the one I'm going to try to hit. That'd be another 27
That'll definitely
to
hit.
hit her
Absolutely hits.
for 6
We're
points of
slightly
damage.
back.
Beautiful.
Is that the one with the snake?
That is the one with the snake, yes. Where are we? There we are. As you slap her there, you can see Krirg lying on the ground there. That is straight up cocked. There we go, 16. Saves, unfortunately. As you whip her, you look down, you see Krirg on the ground there, and the other priestess pulling herself out from under Krirg's body.
Oh, they're still up, both of them. Great. Fantastic. That's all I can do.
Beautiful. That is going to bring us down to Snake. Snake, gonna
Big
do
snake?
both. Big
Okay.
snake, little snake. 5, 10. Looks around the corner for.
Can I try to distract them to come get me?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
What do snakes eat?
What do snakes eat?
Yeah.
Mice, I believe.
Okay. Okay, great. What I'm going to do. Yeah. Jeez. Wait. Okay. What I'm going to do is attempt to. Don't have any mice. I'm gonna try and pull like them.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Like just kick like some grass clumps at them, like just
Yeah.
try to get their attention and piss them off. It
me-
can't be Percival. Jeeves will not like
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh, that wouldn't be intelligence, would it?
I don't think so. I believe it is wisdom.
It is.
Okay, then it's not my worst stat. It's my second worst stat. That is a 12.
Okay. That is a 3.
Yes. I'm like.
Patting that dog outside did not help you. Just a chomp at you. That's a 19 on the dice. I'm very sorry. That's not a touchscreen. What am I doing? I'm like, as
boy.
it sinks its teeth into you, 25, it is going to do 4 points of piercing, and I need a con saving throw from you, please.
Okay. Okay.
And you'll be able to halve all this.
Great.
With your evasion.
Con save. 19.
Okay, good. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, half to 10. So 10 points of poison and the piercing halve all of that damage. So 5 points of poison.
Great.
And
Not bad, because I'm back up to full health because of my hero.
excellent.
So I don't take much.
As it hisses and heads towards you, you don't see Krirg because it's just your tentacles, so you don't see what the priestesses are doing. My apologies. But that'll become relevant later. Big Snake slides on down. Looks at Jeeves. Looks at Magnazella.
No.
Looks at Jeeves. Looks at Magnazella. Looks at Jeeves again.
I'm right here.
Looks at Magnazella.
Go get that quarterstaff, girl. It's like, you look kind of familiar.
Whoosh. Goes for Jeeves. As it goes for Jeeves, constrict attack there as it whips its enormous body around you. That is going to be a 19 to hit you.
Shield.
Beautiful. Boom. Comes in with the fangs. Give him the fangs. 12 doesn't hit. But a 24 to hit you.
That is the current armor.
Oh, you told me that. You did tell me that. So one bite gets through. It does 10 points of piercing damage.
Have to 5 because of blessing of the raven.
Correct. And that is going to be 12 and 14 points of poison damage. Misses.
Have to 7.
Yes, very nice. Half to 7. No need to worry about concentration. That is going to bring us back around top to. Sorry for banging on the table. Jeeves.
It seems like the obvious thing here, the snake is really annoying, so I'm going to attempt to dispel the snake.
Beautiful. You
Third
attempt
level.
to dispel the snake. Where are we? 3rd level. Yeah, that'll do it. And as you do it, the snake disappears. Bye-bye spell slots for our
I have a
priestesses.
question.
Yeah.
Where would my immovable? Would it in theory
It's
still
floating
be up there?
in the air,
Okay,
right
perfect.
there. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not
Just
moving.
curious.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it like moved. Okay.
No. It is stuck there. Yeah.
And then I'm just going to turn to the other soldier. You don't look so big without a snake to back you up, now do you? Yeah, whatever you said.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. You face him down. As you face him down, we come down to Krirg. Do me a favor. Mm-hmm. Can you kindly grab your favorite dice and roll it right here for me?
Without looking.
No, you can look. They cannot look. And keep your face as straight as possible. We're doing death saving throws hidden.
Whispered.
Whispered death saving throws. Okay. You can have that back. What goes through your mind as you continue to lose consciousness, and mark down whether that was a success or a failure? Without looking.
I can't see over there.
I got shitty eyesight. I can't see.
Krirg flashes back to about a week after he had that interaction with Jaher and Gordon. He goes back and the flower shop's closed. There's no one there to run it. There's nobody there to run the herbalist shop. And he walks by, stands outside the door for a moment. And that's when Eldara comes, Gordon's mother, to open up the herbalist shop for the first time in a week.
Hello there. So sorry. We're been closed for a little while.
Oh, that okay. And Krirg was sent, because it's been a week, he was sent here to collect the money for the protection.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
And he goes to inside to purchase a flower, a bouquet of flowers. And he's asking Eldara, can you make me a bouquet of a dozen most beautiful flowers you have here?
Of course I can. I've unfortunately there's not been a lot of, I haven't had a chance to keep everything watered and kind of kept well, but I can put something together
Is that okay?
as best as possible. Yes, of course.
How much would that be?
Well, you work for the house?
This for me.
For you? Well, I could part with it for a gold piece, I suppose, too.
Okay.
Yes.
And as she collects the flowers, Krirg pulls out 5 gold pieces to pay her.
Goodness, that's too much, dear.
Oh, I think, me dumb orc. And then hands it, takes the flowers, and walks out the door.
Looks at the coins, watch as you go.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Door shuts. And we move down to our good friend, Thuna. What would you like to do?
Right. I think Thuna would. There's no more snakes there, right? Those
There
little
is,
ones?
that one's.
Okay.
That one ran to you. Yeah, that's the one that survived. He killed one, and then that one came around the corner, and you went, pss, 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 and it went towards you.
Gross. Okay, so what I will
The
do.
consequences of my act.
Yes, here they come again. I think then what I'm going to do, I'm trying to get these guys in the pit, and I don't want them to pull anyone out of it. I'm gonna roll one of my pouches of 500 ball bearings out. I want them to have to make dexterity saving throws to stay standing, and whatever doesn't, falls into the pit, making it harder for them also to stand up to even be helped out.
Gotcha. Perfect. Dex saves.
Yes.
The highest I got was a dex save. No, the highest I got was a 13. they slip, and as they slip, almost for 6 seconds. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me. I'm gonna say, 51 or above, and they fall straight into the hole.
Oh, baby.
50-50 chance.
Yep, I'm not nervous. Because why would I be? Because this is pretend.
Because they could fall flat.
This is real. It's not
Now,
like Krirg's life depends on it.
A what and above?
51.
And what happens if I don't quite hit that?
I will let you, if you are close, you can burn a psionic die.
Yeah, it won't get me there.
Okay.
Do they stack?
Psionic die?
Yeah.
If you want to burn as many psionic die as you want to try and get the number you want, you are welcome to, but you will be burning those psionic die. I'll allow it.
Sick. So let's burn some die.
Excellent.
I got a 38 and I need a 51.
You do.
It's doable.
Where am I right now?
Okay.
Yeah, 2 die will make it, right? That's 16.
Oh, thank you.
Just be sure to
Yeah,
mark off how many
I
you're using.
only have. Sorry,
Got like
let me
4
look
or 5
at the,
left, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 left, so I'm
ahead.
gonna use 3 just right off the. Well,
Yeah.
I'll do 1. Just
Do them one at a time. This is part of the fun. So you're at 30. Was
That's
it?
a 7.
Okay.
30. You were at 38.
I was at 38.
So there's 45.
Come on, bleep word. That's a 5.
That is 50.
All I gotta do is roll the dice. So all I have to do is spin
Explodes.
it.
It cocks.
When did they add a -3?
It's a 1.
51! They fall in the hole as well. Ball bearings. Tick, 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 fall in. Go ahead and mark off 3 psionic die.
So there's ball bearings in there as
Yeah,
well.
so
As
now
well,
as they're trying to get up, they're like,
Yeah, they
and
should
to be
not
fair,
be able to.
like, there's not a lot of room for them to kind of
Yeah,
stand in the hole.
they should all just be like constantly whoop, 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 whoop in there.
Zoidberg in there.
Slithering over each other like snakes.
Yeah. And the
The real
swarms
snake
of
pit.
snakes aren't like together anymore. They're just freaking out and going all over the place. So it is chaos in there. Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I've done my job.
Anything else you want to do?
Yes. That was my action, I think.
That was your action, yeah,
Great.
100%, yeah.
Then I'd like to bonus action disengage from these little guys
Yeah,
here.
and move
And yeah, I'm heading to help Elijah for sure because he helped me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You dart away there, bringing us down to Magnazella. You see Jeeves just kind of went, and the snake disappeared.
Yeah, I was like,
Rod's there.
that was very cool. And that seemed like it just got handled so efficiently.
Jeeves is nothing
Yeah.
if not efficient.
And I'm just out here being a silly little goose. What I would like to do is sneak behind this guy
Yeah.
and come up from behind with my quarterstaff and do like a big jump, like a big like right over the head.
Excellent.
Like a weird.
Go ahead and attack with advantage because you are flanking.
That quarterstaff's loud.
Dirty
12
20.
plus 8, 20.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
So you can go ahead and roll your damage. That's your first attack.
Great. 2.
2 plus 4 is 6.
Yes.
Beautiful. 6 points of damage as you smack him on the head there. As you smack him on the head there, you've got 2 more attacks. Oh, sorry, 1 more attack, and then you've got a bonus action punch or flurry of blows, punch. It's up to you. So you can hit again with your stick on this round. This attack.
Yeah. So I just sit up.
Or you could breathe in like a line and get us both if you really want.
Oof. That'd be so.
saying,
I
it's
think
an
I want to do an undercut, like quarter step across the legs to like knock him off his feet.
Sweep
Yeah.
the legs.
Yeah.
So go
Do
ahead.
a little swippity swoop.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Valid tactic.
Oh, boy.
Always works.
I need to beat a 9. 4 plus athletics.
10.
4 plus 10
No, sorry, 4 plus 6 equals 10.
equals 10. I got a 9. 6 plus 3 for 9. And you sweep the feet. He lands on the ground prone. As he lands on the ground prone, you've got your bonus action. You can punch him, or you can spend a key point and punch him.
I'll do. Can I? I'd like to
Or kick or whatever, yeah.
I do like a crawl. Like I do one of these. You know, words are so hard.
You straddle him.
Yeah,
Okay.
for more, I straddle and go.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Give me one more attack with advantage.
That was a nat
That's
20.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
So you get to roll double the dice because you critted as you whack.
2.
2,
This one's not.
4, 4, which is 6 plus 4 is 10. Beautiful, excellent. Whack! It doesn't really have a nose, does he? Because he's a snake person. If he had a nose, it would break.
Yeah.
One of his fangs kind of snaps a little bit, and he is
That is where the nose is, right?
technically
they smell
yeah.
from
It's
their
like
mouth.
yeah. If he had a tongue, but he doesn't have a tongue.
Oh. Well, we've got his tongue. It's right there.
Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay, beautiful.
I was debating if I wanted to read a joke, and it's heaving breaths, but I don't think it's a worthy audience.
You didn't want to read a joke out?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, beautiful. That is going to bring us down to our priestesses. This one crawls out from under you, Krirg. Whoops.
Whee!
Excellent. No mercy.
The disrespect.
They're gonna cast Sanctuary on themselves. And as they cast Sanctuary on themselves, they dart off into the forest. Action and movement, 60 feet into the forest. You start to lose sight of them. You can still see them brushing through as things are whipping. And as they run out, you can hear them barking out in Abyssal and then barking out in Draconic, saying, "The remnants of our brothers and sisters, they are being taken, desecrated. Join us, quickly!" And they retreat. That is going to bring us down to the this guy here. Yeah, you fucking awful. Stands back up. One at you. Okay. As he lashes out with scimitar in each direction, Magnazella, that is a 14 to hit you. What is your armor class?
18.
18, beautiful. That misses, and that is a dirty 20 to hit you.
Shield.
And he is going to, at this point, should he use a bonus action and turn into a snake? No. He's gonna hold his ground. He's gonna hold his ground. Here. Which is gonna bring us down to Elijah.
How far away are the priestesses are gone? They dashed?
I mean, they're within the trees here. They are, so they're 60 feet plus 30. So they're about 100 feet away from you.
Great. Glad I can't hit those people. That's fantastic. 10, 20. Here, can I reach Krirg from here, or can I not?
I'll say you can reach Krirg from there.
That
You
was
can
very generous.
You
of
actually
you.
just go over the hurdle thing.
reach Krirg there.
I'm just gonna reach down and rub my hands together, and a silver glow will come from my hands.
Silver glow.
And I will use my healing hands to give Krirg 13 hit points back.
What goes through your mind as your vision and your flashback starts to fill with silver light?
As Krirg flashes back, he's in the middle of a memory, looking for, time. There's a time dilation happening, so he's just like processing some of his favorite memories that happened. He's sitting in a bunk with a notebook, writing down things that he enjoyed about his past couple of days. Krirg is a very avid journaler. So this flashes back to actually just not too long ago, to one of Krirg's favorite days when he just finished telling Thaloria about his backstory. And he's sitting in his bunk writing down, and me and Jeeves are getting along better now, but he really needs to take a couple of notes from Percival. Percival's really the person running this whole operation.
Truth.
So right through
Magnazella did something so badass yesterday. She flew way in the air. Me cannot wait for me to try to do that one time. Me gonna tell her that she really inspired me for fighting. I'm gonna ask Elijah to teach me how boats work. Me not know how boats work, and me wanna learn. Me think me would be good at it. Me so good at everything else. Thuna is trying to open up, but me know she's hiding so much. Me hope that one day she can find a way to open up and be the person that she really is. She needs to stop sneaking around so much. And then he audibly laughs. And then closes his notebook.
Does the journal have ha 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 ha
It
ha
does,
written in it?
yeah.
You heal Krirg, and as his eyes open,
And as you look up, you see, just for a brief instant, like this angelic form and halo around and behind me that vanishes as you regain consciousness.
excellent. Elijah, is there anything else you want to do?
I will move my dude right back this way.
Excellent. That is going to bring us down to the snake. Little snakes.
Little snake.
10, 15, 20, 25.
You're like obsessed with me.
I wonder why.
You went.
For one turn.
15?
That does not hit me, no.
No luck with them. At this point in the combat, as we come back around top to Jeeves' turn, we really have this one guy, these little snakes that at this point have stopped like biting you now that like the priestess is going, and now they're like nipping at you, like playful nipping almost. This guy here is looking not too terrible, but he's glancing around. There's no one else on the field but him. The tongues of his predecessors or friends or family in the center there, and he's just blades at both of you. Jeeves, what would you like to do?
I would like to grapple him and attempt to carry him over to the pit to be with his friends.
Go ahead, give me a
really
strength check.
terrible.
I need you to beat an 8.
Does a 28 beat an 8?
God, so you don't have. Why do you ask? You put him.
I'm just gonna like pick him up.
You put him on your serving dish.
No, I'm gonna pick him up by like his underwear and the nape of his neck and just carry him over to the
You're
pit.
gonna Uncle Phil him.
We like our wizards jacked in this party.
And you yeet him over the side, and they all fall down again. Sorry to disrespect your minis. You see they're like almost getting up, and then you just go, huh, and like bowling pins, they all knock down, and we are officially out of combat for now. But you can hear the sounds of the other forest folk running this way. You can hear the jumbled mess of individuals in the pit there. The snakes nipping at your heels there, Thuna. Just kind of. And at this point, you are just like Benny Hill music.
I want to grab one.
Yeah, easy enough. You grab one. As you grab one, it kind of lashes out at you, and you grab it like behind the neck area, so it can't actually.
I'm gonna
it
get a
wraps
little bit
around
of
your.
venom in one of my poisoner's kit piles.
Excellent. Make a real quick dexterity saving throw for me.
Sure. Saving. That is a 14.
14? Yeah. Easy enough. As it lashes out, you narrowly avoid getting bit, and its venom seeps in there. That venom is worth con saving throw 10, or take 46 damage. On a successful save, you take half that damage anyway.
46.
46
con
con
save
10. Yeah.
Thank you.
Easy. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I hand it back to you guys to see what you would like to do in this moment.
I so confidently speed walk up next to Jeeves, and I'm like, the only venom you guys are getting today is the consequences of your own actions. And just puff up my chest. I'm like, oh, that was so good. What a sick bird.
Across the field, Krirg says, "You're getting better."
Yes, she is.
Yeah. And he takes the high five and then grabs onto your hand and kind of helps get himself up on his feet again.
Excellent.
I'd like to start. I have a sack that I'd like to start. Because we don't have the crates here, so I want to start.
Scooping.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bacon. I
Right.
mean, snake tongues.
I'll say.
I'm gonna tense a floating disc. We'll just pop up the disc and we can just load all that on the disc.
Are you putting any in your bag? At all? Go ahead and take a pinch and eat it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you take as much as you can. Yeah, there you go. Good amount. How much are you putting on the disc?
Whatever fits. We'll just throw it
Go
on
ahead
the
and
disc.
take some.
But at the same time, I'm also going to point back over to the rock as I look at Magnazella. Are you just going to leave your stick over there?
I left it there on purpose to test you on your observation skills.
Very good. Very
and
good.
you
Excellent.
passed.
Excellent.
I was, and then
I'll make it
I
real quick. So an entry.
shuffle my way back.
I feel like a crab stab.
It's an 18.
Oh god, this is just this is
I
making
hate
more
this
mess
so
than I.
much.
No, I regret doing it.
I
in all
absolutely
honesty.
hate it.
As this mountain of tongues comes towards. There you go.
Get what you can. What did you get?
18.
Okay. You notice that Percival. Passive 19?
19.
Percival's the only one that kind of
No, I'm using a psionic die.
burned your second last psionic die.
Yep. Don't like being perceived.
Oh,
That's a 3.
beautiful. No
21.
one notices you
Great.
slip those tongues into your pocket. You've still got a bag, but there's just a couple that have been slipped away. I hand it back to you guys.
Krirg just walks back to everyone like nothing happened. Like, all right, time to head back, I guess. Let's roll.
That was so cool, Kurt.
What are we doing about them? Are they trying to get out?
We should hurry back to the ship. I don't think we should kill them.
because they're stuck down there for a minute at least.
Depends. I'm rolling dice.
I
Every 6
think we
seconds.
should hurry.
I'm just rolling dice every 6 seconds.
If you're rolling dice every 6 seconds, so am I.
Oh.
And I'm just going to continue to spray that water down into the pit.
Okay. How long are you willing to do this for?
For 6 more rounds.
Okay, beautiful. As this is happening, you hear the mass of snake people getting closer and closer.
We need to go.
We gotta skirt.
I mean,
scoot.
it's gonna take them longer than 20 seconds to pick up all these snake tongues, right? Like they're tongues.
Snake tongues have been picked up.
Yeah, we've got
on
them.
the tensors.
They're on the
They've been
tensor's
cast
disc.
under the floating disc and like lifted up there.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, then
But
let's
you
go.
can get a you're doing your siphoning strike. Yeah, you can get 2 of those off. Absolutely.
Well, I'll hit once probably. 18? Does that hit?
18. That 18 will hit. Yeah.
Okay. And I got a natural 1.
Beautiful. That will also hit.
Great.
Shoot the crabs in the barrel.
10, 12 points of, 14 points of damage for the first hit.
14 points of damage. Who do you want to splash it out with? Anyone here?
I'll splash it. Put it between Krirg and Magnazella. So each of you will get 7 hit points back.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
my way
As that
back up.
first splash, one of them starts to wither, some of the snakes die. The second one you do with the nat 1, go ahead and roll a d4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not you guys, just Rook.
This is who he hits with that.
2.
Jeeves, can you go ahead and roll your damage for the siphoning strike?
That's totally deliberate.
As it
That wasn't a miss.
I thought we
6,
buried
7,
this hatchet.
17
17 points of damage. Who do you give the healing to?
to Krirg and Magnazella.
Thank you very much, Jeeves, for being a good sport there. As that happens, everything is loaded up. The footsteps are getting closer and closer.
I just the pike swung around and water sprayed that way. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, Thuna's running.
Y'all are running?
Yeah, let's book it back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start to book it back to the ship.
There's no dinghy and there's no sparkling fandango.
It was a 45-hour minute walk or run.
45-hour minute?
Yeah, 45-hour minute. Beautiful. It was a 45-hour minute. And as you guys start to dart, see, it's good, isn't it?
Good.
As you guys start to run, the tensor's floating disc behind. With your speed, you're able to run fast enough around the tensor's floating disc to like keep everything on it as Jeeves is sprinting as well. As this is happening, you start to hear the slither through the forest. You start to hear the hissing, the calls of Abyssal and Draconic that are kind of storming through the forest towards you. You gather you need to book it. What are we all doing as we run for 30 to 45 minutes? Anything you'd like to do to aid the way? It is slightly difficult terrain, not difficult terrain, but it is going to be a tough going, a 30 to 45 minute sprint through jungle.
I could fly back.
You could certainly fly back.
Well, 4. Well,
2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. Yeah, 6, 12, 18, 24 seconds.
Like, see you guys later.
And then they catch up to you. You're actually very fast because terrain doesn't bother you at all. So you're able to sprint. But yeah, what are we all doing?
Krirg is trying his best to like break stuff, like the equivalent of like running through a warehouse and like dropping chairs behind him, like anything that he can to like drop behind him as he goes, like punching tree limbs to like create anything that can like prevent people from following him.
Okay, excellent. You're doing that?
I think Thuna is gonna be like, Lavender, go! Like very Pokemon, and like throw her last Mastiff patch in front of her, and Lavender comes back and she
Prestidigitation.
smells good. She hops on the back, and instead of like surfing on her, she's like riding her behind, like, you know,
backwards,
and pulls out her short bow and dips it in the snake venom so that she can.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just booking it along. I mean, pretty good foot speed with Percival on my shoulders, and I'm just trying to keep him balanced there as he keeps a lookout for, you know, things mostly behind, some in front, which he will totally let me know after I run my head into.
Okay, cool. That was a tree there. What are you two doing?
I do think I do take some time to go in the air to see if I can see what's behind us.
Yeah. Mark off one of your flying, your 4 flyings per day, and as you take off into the sky, go ahead and give me a perception check for Percival and for yourself there. Perception. Just a D20 plus your perception there, and we'll come to you in a moment. 10. Okay.
Well, 7.
It's hard to tell. It is the noise that is getting louder and closer, not anything visually. And you gather that bipedal kind of people, humanoids running through forest trees and branches, not as fast as slithering snakes along the ground there in their preferred terrain in this jungle, perhaps. And with a 10, I'll say as you take off, you can't see through the dense forest, but as you glance back to assuage some fears, the sparkling fandango is still in the bay in the distance there as you duck back down. As you run away, you dart through the forest here. As you dart through the forest, I need Constitution saving throws from all of you. Running in this heat for such a long time.
Should I do this for like with my Mastiff stats?
Yes, your Mastiff will make that. Yeah, make that check. Yeah, anyone that's on foot right now will make a real quick con save.
It teetered on a 4, but then fell down on an 18.
Okay, great.
Plus 5,
yeah,
so 23.
No stress there.
14.
Natural
Beautiful,
20,
beautiful.
22.
Oh yeah.
14 on the die, but I'll add my arcane to make it an 18.
Beautiful. 18.
17.
17. Excellent. 14. You said. Okay, beautiful. Narrowly avoiding exhaustion. You guys sprint through the forest. Jungle limbs, tree limbs whipping back at you. Vines getting caught underfoot and managing to dart your way out. The hiss of the snakes getting closer, and you breach through to that lagoon that you kind of parked the dinghy at. You see it there bobbing away. And you guys sprint and sprint and sprint. You jump in the dinghies. You jump in the dinghy. You grab the oars and start to push yourself away. As you start to push yourself away, you see coming through the clearing not too far behind you, just a mass of these huge snakes that you saw that kind of stop at the bank there. As they stop at the bank there, you watch as these swarms of smaller snakes immediately just kind of go into the water. And they start to swim along the top of the water there, and you see a number of you on T about a minute or two later running out to the front there. As they open their mouths to shout, you can see that they have no tongues. Tongues have been shorn off. You see that some of them may have been ex-priestesses, but without their tongues, they can't cast their spells. And warriors, older warriors that have had their tongues cut out. And looking at the massive tongues that you have, and as they watch you sail away with it, you gather that...
What tongues?
You gather that they weren't killed for these tongues. They were just had their tongues severed or severed their own tongues. Not sure. We didn't get that info. But as you run away, the swarm of snakes start to follow along behind you, and they are gaining a little bit as you go through the lagoon. If you're rowing, I would need an athletics check from you to see if you can clear this lagoon as the snakes get towards the bottom.
Can we give a good push and try and help make that rowing easier?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I got 17 on my athletics.
Excellent. Okay, these snakes are on the water, dipping under, but on the water, making their way. And as you kind of row and row, you start to lose them in your wake. And as you head towards these mangrove-like trees, you start to have to navigate your way around and through them. How would you like to do that? You're giving it power.
Yeah.
You are outrunning them, but maneuverability.
I would like, as we need to slow down to navigate a little bit more where clearly they don't, I would like to just dip my hands in either side of the water around the boat. And just this mass of tentacles is going to rise up in a 20-foot square, roughly centered on the snakes, as I use Evard's black tentacles to attempt to restrain them all.
Excellent.
Poseidon.
Beautiful. 20, 19, 16, 10. You slow them down to the point where they're pushing through. Some of them are dipping under, some of them are weaving through the tentacles, matching the tentacles kind of curve. You are slowing them down, but not as much as you would hope. And as you reach the first kind of mangrove trees, the boat kind of butts up against them. You have bought yourself enough time to get to the mangroves and get through the mangroves, but with the maneuvering that Krirg is trying to do, just with the oars, without a rudder to play with, it is looking tight. They take damage in the Evard's black tentacles. I believe it's 2d6 and then 2d6 on the back end.
I think so, yeah.
So if you want to roll 4d6 for me real quick.
10, 13.
13 damage, excellent. Already,
The ones that are restrained will continue to take damage.
yeah, the ones that are restrained after like 2 rounds of that perish. You watch as they turn to ice and just kind of shatter, and these last couple of swarms are starting to break their way out. As they break their way out, you are essentially moving through like this kind of dense forestage with a ship that is, roughly this size that you're trying to kind of get in and around all these kind of trees here. You do see the ocean lapping at the very edge there. It's not too far away.
I look at Krirg. Snakes are really starting to piss me off, and I just try and shove them aside. If we each take an oar, can we make it maneuver a little bit better, and we'll work together at this?
Yeah.
3, 1, 2, row.
Yeah.
1, 2, row.
And then Krirg's he's trying his best, but like he's also just going as fast as possible, which I think is gonna
get us there.
Yeah. Give me a... Yeah.
I just want to look over to Magnazella and say, I've got nothing left. Can you stop them?
I do my triangle breathing. Hold in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. I can I try to use my quarterstaff to help with steering.
Yeah.
In the water to
Absolutely. Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Beautiful. Give me a dexterity check with advantage. This is going to be a d20 plus just your dexterity modifier. That was a 1, but it's with advantage. You get to roll twice. Okay.
Much better.
16, yeah.
16 plus your dexterity, which is plus 4 up the top there.
Plus 4.
Nice, dirty 20. You jam the staff in, and you're able to kind of turn it to the side, and the boat kind of curves. And as it curves, you finally breach Monet into the surf, and you start to paddle your way out. Full strength, the two of you just as the swarms of snakes reach the edge there. They hit the ocean water and immediately kind of disperse out to the side, and you have gotten clear of the island of Monet with a 20 feet behind you with a tensor's floating disc full of snake tongues, and you paddle your way towards the sparkling fandango.
If I never see another snake, it will not be soon enough.
We kind of like this, how angry you sound. Jeeves, be rubbing off on you a little bit, huh?
As you make your way back to the sparkling fandango, waiting for you aboard, you see the crew there. You see Jareth. You see Thaloria's not there, but you see Cedrin up top there, kind of whistling and waving. The captain behind the wheel. I hand it back to you guys as you are winched aboard. The tensor's floating disc follows you up, and you're able to kind of dump it on the deck there. As soon as you dump it on the deck, the captain says, "Right, fantastic. Can we maybe head back now? Good idea, yeah?"
Yeah. Do you have crates that we can kind of secure these things in?
Were there not crates there?
No.
We have barrels.
That'll work.
Barrel's
Right,
okay.
barrels are down the bottom. I have to steer. Gets up there, commands Jareth and you to kind of switch the sails, and you start to head back out.
Hey, Magnazella, will you help me? I cannot carry a barrel, empty or otherwise. Will you help me? Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go down to, I guess, like roll one up and like help. Yeah.
As this is happening, and I'm just like, so the thing about tongues is that they carry bad breath, right? And the thing about bad breath is that it's bad. We don't like when we smell, right? Because smelly is bad, right? What do you think so far?
I agree with your sentiment.
Great. I'll keep working on it. Wait,
What
I think
is
I've got
it?
a great. I'm starting a really great setup.
For what?
You know what? Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
This boat, the vulnerability, these waters.
Your shout from the crow's nest. You doing all right down there?
Damn, we're doing fine.
Excellent. I hand it over to you guys after a couple of hours on Monet at around, I would say probably around 2 p.m.-ish. You set sail back in towards Uciar with once again a weird bunch of loot the house has requested. At this point, Thuna, you're the only one that knows about the original loot. But at this point, even with the uncrating, this is a weird thing for the house to get. And you all saw those Yuan-Ti tongues severed. This is not right.
When the barrel is brought up, I will help secure the tongues
Easy enough, yeah.
into the barrels.
They're pretty much all
But then I think they're pretty much all loaded up, right? It's like just a couple left there.
Yeah,
Just a couple. Not a lick is left.
I really like
Oh.
Write it down.
I help secure them, but everybody can kind of see I'm really struggling with what just happened. Like, in the heat of the moment, all of that's going on, but the Admiral is not particularly happy about this result. And so I think I'll just, like, walk up to the prow of the ship and just stare off into the ocean for a while after they're all loaded and secured.
Excellent, yeah. A little bit of downtime post this adventure. The crew don't really disturb you. They help you pack the barrels and stuff. But as soon as you get back on board, there's a sense of like, okay, let's get back home. You head to the prow of the ship. Those overcast clouds and that dark storm seems to be lingering over Monet and over this area. It hasn't rained. You haven't heard the crack of lightning or the rumble of thunder. But those dark clouds and the unhappy, sort of foreboding, slightly threatening ocean is still rather evident. And you can tell the captain and the crew aren't nervous, but they're certainly not, this is a pleasure cruise, let's just have some fun. They're as focused as they can be.
I want to go and, as we're placing these in the barrels and securing the barrels, sealing them perhaps, I want to just keep a one, maybe perhaps to examine. And as I look at Krirg, who was nigh unto death, and Magnazella, who was fine, totally fine the whole time, and this ominous, like, try and figure out what is worth not just these lives, these people, the tongues of these. What is it? I believe that the house is doing something and using these to create something that will help 10 times the number that have been injured, but curious to what it could be and see if they can suss out any purpose of Yonti gritzel tongue bacon that just tastes so wonderful.
Excellent.
Where are you?
Well, wherever we are barreling. I imagine.
Wherever we're barreling.
I'll barrel with you. I'm like,
that's a t-shirt, right?
hiya, boss. You look more pensive than usual, which is really saying something.
Thank you.
Is everything okay? Do you think we're doing the right thing, right?
This life doesn't usually offer a choice, clear-cut, right, wrong. It's usually the benefits of the many and the cost of the few.
It looked like the Wanti were many.
But what if there are many more?
How do you know this is for benefit?
The house works to benefit people. You have seen Uciar. There are no people dying of hunger. There are no people that are wanting for things. Is it not better than the Nevium way, where there are people starving in the streets while others gorge themselves in mansions and fancy homes?
I've seen Uciar. I've not seen Nevium. I haven't had the opportunity to go, but maybe now my new best friend will let me visit him.
Oh, Krirg will take you to,
I'm hoping Krirg will be my best friend one day, but I think we're still just goodies.
Yes.
But
One does need to make the progression past goodies.
I haven't seen anyone starving in Uciar, and that's true, but it's weird to come from the Undermines where people will dance in the streets if they're happy. We celebrate a lot, and there are people who are wanting, but if the community is strong and not the hand that holds the community. You know what? I'm just talking. You want me to get this barrel down and get started on dinner?
I believe they have a cook on the ship. You are not needed to. Your duty was to help and assist in the tongues.
Oh, and I did. Absolutely. I'm just not very strong. But I'm very good at chopping onions.
I mean, it still needs a little work. I don't know what it is. There's something that it's missing. Keep working at it. Maybe we'll add that dish to the menu.
One day, Jeeves, something I do will be good enough. And she's gonna walk off to the kitchen, intent on changing the recipe a little bit, her mother's recipe. and work on changing it. Fixing it.
And as you're walking into the kitchen, Krirg is just wrapping up in there. You see him pull out a muffin tin of it's got like little cupcakes in it, and like it's there's frosting that he's putting on it. Like he's just been down here baking.
Yeah.
And he grabs 2 of them and heads to the deck to Elijah.
As you pass, she goes, "Ooh, those smell good. Can I have one in the tin?"
Yeah, take the rest. We just need these 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And she'll eat a cupcake.
As you enter the kitchen, I like kind of tiptoe my way in. I'm like, hey, so I've been trying to learn new things. I'm an expert on chopping onions, hypets, but I just want to test your knowledge to make sure that you know how to chop onions. You know, so I think we could just teach each other how to chop onions in this moment.
Yes, absolutely. I need improvement. So, as I've been told. So I would happily practice and teach you what I know.
Exactly. Yes. Because I know things. I know how to. I'm the expert, and you're gonna teach. I'm gonna teach you by you teaching me. That's how it's gonna work. And then I like try to wink, but it just ends up being a stern blank.
Una absolutely knows what you're saying. And she goes, well, the good thing about chopping onions is that, something to know is that they can make you cry. So if you have lots of like pent up emotion and you just can't access a cathartic way to relieve it, chopping onions and not crying is the best way. You just chop, chop, chop. And if tears come out, it's because of the onions and not because of the feelings. I know this because I am an expert at chopping onions. I do it all the time.
That is so right.
She's gonna hand you a very large, sharp knife. Who's gonna teach you what she knows about how to chop onions.
As we're chopping, like very gingerly, and I'm just like, the onion like keeps like falling, and I keep like missing the right angle.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
no, yeah, it's these. Oh, it's these
onions.
It's
like we're both
onions,
weeping in the kitchen, letting out some emotion. It's just like these onions, man, and just trying hard.
Onion tear.
Excellent. As you guys chop away,
Krirg approaches Elijah at the deck and doesn't really say anything. He just has 2 of these cupcakes. He hands one to you. As you look down on it, it's got some confectionery. He tried to make it look like one of your tentacles on top of the cupcake, and he just hands it to you, puts his arm around your shoulders, and looks out at the sea with you.
Beautiful.
I take the cupcake. I note the top of it. Look over at you. Take a bite. This isn't bad.
Yeah. What we did back there was messed up.
It was really, really fucked up. Like, wasn't good, man.
You know, sometimes me get carried away. Me know that.
It wasn't you, not really. But those, I don't know, priestesses, druids, whoever they were. What if we interrupted a ritual where they were trying to put their tongues back on their people?
The Uciar, the house,
It's fucked up, man.
they know what they're doing. And
You're right. They do.
and we part of that, whether we like it or not.
Not me. Not anymore. I did my part. I'm done.
But is it enough to be done?
I'm done.
How we fix everything we did do?
Can't. It's behind us now. That barrel's full of fucked up is what we did. We can't take that back.
We can change how it all works. There are a lot of people in UCR. There are not a lot of people that work at the house.
You got no idea, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I point back to the kind of the roiling dark clouds back there. Broke a promise I made a long time ago coming here. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, well.
Finish my cupcake.
Krirg takes his first bite of his.
And then I think the last thing I probably say is, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah. You're right. Sometimes cupcake make me feel better anyway. Pats you on the back and walks back downstairs.
As you're walking away, you'll hear from behind you. It was very good.
You're welcome. Keeps walking.
Looking at the snake's tongue there, now that you have like a solid piece in your hands, kind of dried, make another investigation check for me. Tacking on to the back of the one that you made when you were looking at the human's tongues.
11.
11.
Do I feel this is any way arcane? There's a power or anything in it?
You don't feel that there's any power in what you're holding, but with an 11, you think back to your very first, perhaps a spell component pouch. It had a bunch of items in it. It had the eyelash and the gum arabic. It would have had a bit of bat guano in it. It would have had a number of diamonds or gemstones, crushed gemstones. You remember there being withered snake's tongue in there, and you remember there being like honeycomb or something in there as well. That's all you would get with the 11, unfortunately, tacking onto the back of the other one.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm curious. I will attempt to spend 10 minutes and identify the tongue and see if that gives me any more.
As you cast Identify, why not? Let's do it. As you cast Identify, thank you, Chuck. As you cast Identify, how do you cast Identify?
Yeah, well, I mean, I bring out the pearl, and this is the pearl that is in, it's set in a penguin, right? So you've got the penguin with a pearl in its beak, and, I hold that in one hand, I hold the tongue in the other, and, I sniff it and do a few things. I read a few lines in the...
The silver of the pearl starts to coat your arm, starts to coat your chest, coat your legs. It starts to coat the entire area. As it coats the entire area, it comes together in a drip in the top of the ceiling, or indeed at the top of the mast, and as it drops onto the snake's tongue there, you glance around and you are in a white silver void, and you hear as these feet come stepping towards you. The pearl, the penguin pearl.
Hey there, Jeeves. What do you need there identified? What do you got there? It's been a while.
It has.
Have you been well? Is Percival well?
Percival is fantastic. He had a cup. He actually got to fly for
Really?
a very brief moment.
He can't fly. Is he changed?
He hasn't changed, but he found if you rely on the help of others, sometimes your dreams can come true.
You rely on the help of others, they lift you up. I get it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So he's well. I am as I ever am. But
Well, hang on. Don't gloss over that. What was that little? You had a little. There's a little something in your eyes when you said that.
well, I was dealing with snakes recently, and you know how I feel about snakes.
Oh, why is there always snakes?
Right?
Yeah.
Always. Every time there's a snake. But it sort of brings us to the point here. There's this tongue of this snake that I believe is being used for something and I'm hoping it's something large and beneficial for multitudes, and I was wondering if maybe you could help me.
Yeah, let me take a look at it. Give me 1 second or so. Sniffs it. Puts it on his tongue. Goes a little bit. Pulls it back out. Slaps it in your hand. It's got goo on it. He goes, yeah, that's what you want. Tea-tongue, that's for sure. Snake tongue. Great for kind of enchantment spells is what you usually use it with. You pair it with a little bit of sweet oil or something like that, and you get an enchantment spell.
Okay. Well,
But this thing has no magic to it itself.
but enchantment at any rate, so we have...
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would use it for if I was out there doing it. Of course.
Great. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Say hello to the family.
Of
for
course.
Me.
My couch is always open if you want to lay down and have a chat, you know.
Not today.
Services.
Not today, but
Okay.
maybe sometime soon.
This has been lovely.
Yes, it has.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
You guys have just seen Jeeves standing there with a pearl, like eyes rolling back, just muttering to himself a little bit. And now you know what that is.
Yes. How can enchantment be?
Did you say that out loud?
Well, yes.
Jesus, I technically did something that I wasn't supposed to do, but it may have answers to some of the questions that we all have, then wouldn't you say that that's beneficial for the many at the sacrifice of a few? Something you deeply believe in and get behind all the time, every day?
So first, it is usually considered rude to answer a question with another question, but when
So
have...
just say yes or no.
It doesn't work that way. When have you ever done what you were supposed to do?
That's true. That's not like me at all.
Right. So, just spit it out. What are you trying to confess?
There's no one else in here but people I know in here, like that I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure the crew wasn't in here.
Krirg walks out with a broken spatula and comes in with it fixed. Out
The
with a
miracles
rolling
of Krirg.
pin. Fixed.
We fix this on the mast.
So, I'm pretty sure the least Greg knows this, so I'm not really surprised. But the crates that we got the other day had this sweet honey in it that I did a little research on, and it comes from...
You got this?
I do got this. It comes from Hashishima?
Yeah.
Nailed it. A Nevium settlement? Well, it's like Nevium now. Yeah. Kind of like what we were doing to the tongue people, but then I think we took it from them who took it from the people that should have had it. I think it's just a lot of taking going on, but I think they might, the house might be doing something in the basement. Maybe if someone had been down there and seen something that concerns the masses. I think it's really, really powerful, and I think it's bad, and I don't feel good about what we're doing, and I don't want to ask too many questions, but I've already broken a lot of rules.
You just asked like 25 questions in that statement.
Right.
So,
Yes or no?
Kirk's with me. Kirk
I
gets
think
it.
it's something like yes, no, maybe, yes, no, yes. Does that help?
Yeah, that does.
I think the tongues are going to be used with the honey that we got. I think we are the scavengers putting together, doing the dirty work to lead up to something big. And because it's the house, please don't. Just because it's the house, I think it's going to be worse than it is better.
Those two things seem opposite. I mean, it is going to be better for the many and worse for the few.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's true.
What evidence do you have of that?
I've been doing a lot of rule breaking. I know I know a lot of things, and I really, this is ironic coming from me, but I really need you to kind of just trust me on this one.
So what you're saying is you've been here for 2-3 weeks, And you know better than the people that have worked here for centuries of what the house
Not better,
does.
just different things. Things that you don't know because you don't break the rules. I'm just asking you to trust that I'm telling you my truth and not trying to mislead you.
I trust her.
Thank you.
Well, why are you crying?
We were chopping onions earlier. They're really powerful.
Powerful onions.
Yeah, they're really good too. And you see Krirg has an onion biscuit sandwich
paste
between
biscuit.
two
Two
cupcakes. He's eating it like a sandwich.
See? It was missing something. I told you it was missing something. That we can add to the
You
menu.
think my mother's recipe was missing cupcakes on top?
Yes,
You
absolutely.
can give it a try.
I'd love to try it, but I'm kind of nervous right now. Maybe when my tummy settles. Am I fired?
No, why would I fire you? You were fantastic out there. You pissed the snakes away from Percival. Don't think I didn't see that or hear it. I was really preoccupied with
I
like a
did.
big
Well,
snake or something.
I felt bad because I accidentally started saying something that sent the snakes toward him, so it was my duty and normal thing to do to get them away.
Yeah.
I like Percival. Percival's cool.
Of course, everyone likes Percival.
Percival is best of us.
Well, of course, he's a penguin.
He's a penguin.
Comes on in after pushing a barrel.
I think
Looks around
Thuna.
and goes,
Only nice things. Only nice things.
We love you, Percival.
bottles on.
I think Thuna turns to. Or is Elijah in here with us? No.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, please trust me.
It's not that I don't trust you, but I do trust Jacob's vision for the house and the things that they have provided. And while I'm not looking to get anyone in trouble for anything that they may have done against the interest of the house and thereby the people of Uciar, I do think it may behoove us to find some answers so we can see and understand the greater picture and vision that they have for UCR rather than looking at all the small things and condemning them.
I am a small thing.
All the house does is take. That all it do. They use us to take. We take this. We take from Nevium. We take from the people in UCR. Trust me. You know.
Everyone needs to contribute, and sometimes individual egos get in the way and they try and hold back, and so that's why you have to get called in and you see the worst of it. You don't see when it's just the people contributing as regularly and properly as they should to see for the welfare of all. When they start stockpiling, they become like Nevium, with people, oh, well, I've got everything and I don't care if you go hungry. We don't want that.
We got barrel of tongues we taking back to them. Why you take someone's tongue for?
That is the question that we need answered.
There no answer that make that work. Jeeves.
Thuna leaves. I think you're right, Magnazella. The waves, the ocean makes you vulnerable. Like, she's never opened up to you. It's only been a couple weeks, but like, she respects him so much and knows how connected he is to the house that she would never like say, I broke all the rules, I'm doing bad stuff and sneaky stuff, we should revolt. Like, again, she feels herself falling into the pattern of like, am I trying to start a coup? Because that did not work out well last time. So she's just gonna leave the area.
I believe you are right, Krirg. We need answers, but we can't assume what the answers are without doing the work. We need to find the answers and then judge. I don't like the fact that we have someone else's tongue. I wouldn't like if someone else had my tongue.
That's where me and you are different, Jeeves.
You want someone else to have your tongue?
No. You always looking for answers from the house. And me see the answers that they already telling us. And Krirg leaves. To go after Thuna.
There's a 4-hour conversation with your future
Jeeves and Magnazella left behind.
I'm standing. I'm on the wall, like next to the door, because I'm very much on the fence of like. I've been hired by. I'm working for the house. This, as far as I know, this is my only ticket to getting what I want, to getting my stone back. Both and I know from personal experience that the minute you make a mistake, anyone's gonna turn their back against you. So it's like, I know that if I could give them all the loyalty in the world, but if any of us mess up at any point, they're gonna immediately turn their backs on us, and it's just, that's it. And I also agree with Thuna and how I don't think they're doing right by us, and I think they're out to do something really dirty. But in this moment, it's this: who do I want to pledge my loyalty to in this exact moment? And I think that's where my conflict is now. She's got like 1 foot out the door, but 1 foot is still inside. Percival, save us.
I'm just going to nod to Magnazella and head out to see if I can find Eli.
Beautiful. As you head out to see if you can find Eli, we're going to come back after the break with conversation, and deciding which side of the door you want to be. No jokes! We jump back in to our deep and meaningfuls, our conversation here. As you can see, we are on the ship. Battle map is there purely for vibes, nothing else.
Yeah, okay.
Inside check on the DM. As we come on back, I hand it over to those of you that wished to have a conversation, or those of you that are figuring out which side of the door to step on. As the ship continues to kind of lull up and down these large waves, the sea spray brushing across, sun is setting as we speak, just to give you a vibe of time, or at least daylight. And I hand it back to you guys. You were heading out to follow Thuna. Okay.
Yeah, I think you come out and see Thuna about to like swing a leg over Lavender, like about to ride off into the sunset of like the lower levels of the ship, cowboy style. But she stops because she hears your steps coming, and like looks over at you and goes, "Sorry, what?"
Hey, just we wanted to say something to you because you feel like you were getting kind of oniony up there.
There were a lot of onions in that room. Yeah.
Jeeves is gonna tell everyone everything you told him. You know that, yeah?
I do now. Yes.
Oh, okay. That it. Anyway, see you later. And he taps you on the shoulder. Heads back out to the deck.
Manic panic begins. I think she kind of really realizes what she just said to everybody in this ship. Obviously it was provided by the house, even though she doesn't know for sure if they are being spied on at every moment. She knows at least there's one spy, and she doesn't know what side for, on the ship with them. And she's like, well, just signed my death warrant. Time to get crazy. And she's gonna head lower into the ship. Side saddle on Lavender.
Trotting down,
Yeah.
down to the very lower deck, the same place you set up your alarm and your ball bearings earlier, below the lower deck there. Jeeves.
I was looking for Eli, and I probably know where to find Eli. It's not very unpredictable.
I'm quietly following behind him, trying not to be heard. But I'd like to overhear the conversation.
Yeah, make a stealth check for me.
If only a 7-foot dragonborn just was like completely unobvious.
Instead of teaching you
11.
I should teach you
11. With an 11, you hear the creak behind you, and Percival kind of gives you a bit of a tap, even though you already know. And you turn around and you see that Jareth kind of looks at you and goes, "Dragonborn friend following you." Just so you know.
And Magnazella is just like whispering her name, like just
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
We've been working on this, Magnazella. We can do this. We can be sneaky.
I'm just going to like completely ignore that, just like head for that.
Okay.
It's fine. Yes, I'm not going to make a big scene or anything. That's not what we do here. Just look for Eli being morose and pensive at the whatever part of the ship he is.
I can do that.
Yes. And I'm gonna make my way over there, and I'm gonna just.
That's his Simon and Garfunkel tribute band, morose and pensive.
Love it.
I'm going to just have a drink there that I'll pass a cup over to Eli and lean up against the rail with him for a few minutes without it saying anything, just looking out there. And then I'll bring out the tongue and like make it obvious that I have taken something that we both know should be in the barrel. And I don't know where this is headed, but it does seem it is connected to your honey endeavor.
Take a sip from the brandy. A lot of water since bees. A lot of water.
And yet, sometimes in the grand scheme, a lot is but a drop.
You and I sailed a really long time together, Jeeves. Was any of it real?
I think I know what you're trying to get at, because you know most of it was real. But is there someone always behind the scenes trying to manipulate? I think you know the answer to that.
What I'm getting at is I kind of thought you were my best friend. So when I learned that I was being handled, that really makes me question whether any of it was actual friendship. And it's a big concept to wrap my head around, you know what I mean? Thinking back to conversation after conversation, every bottle of brandy. Am I being handled now?
Doubt creeps in. And I don't know that there are words that I can give you.
There's not. I just felt like you deserved to hear it.
The way forward is questionable. I think we need answers. I need answers. But there are so many thoughts on what is really the greater purpose of anything. And do our lives matter in that cause? If I asked you to give up your life and save Maya's, or save 1,000 school children, would you not gladly do it?
Every time.
And if we are to
Would
find...
you?
Of course. That is the foundation of our society, of our work, of the things that we do. I understand that you were not asked. And I have been asked. And maybe that creates the difference.
It's not about the house, you know. I knew what I was getting into bed with then. I knew. At least years later, I knew. It's about whether or not the years before. The hunt for Eleanor. Is it all bullshit? Just to build to the grand finale? To have your High Chancellor of Nevium?
You
To
know,
have his High Chancellor of Nevium? And I point up to where I assume a scrying orb is.
yeah, that is a question you know I cannot answer. You know I don't have all of the answers. And I know many things, but there are 10 times as many secrets that I will never know the answer to. But I have not deliberately misled you at any time.
Are we friends then? Were we friends? Are we? I don't know. Were we friends?
I would consider you a friend. But sometimes there seems to be a way certain people have of making you make choices between relationships. And it seems only one can ever really be that true friend.
She's gone, man. 20 years. It's rough.
You will see her again soon enough. Don't go looking for opportunities to make that soon.
Soon enough indeed. Probably here. I struggle every day without her.
It is tough when you don't have a rudder.
She was the best part of me.
I stare looking out over the ocean.
Finish the brandy.
Chug the brandy. The shift changes. The captain goes through the doors into his quarters. Thaloria comes back up to the helm. Takes over the helm. Night begins. As night begins, all of you very, very tired. You look as the crew kind of glance at each other, and Thaloria says, "If you want, we can take the full shift. I know some of you like to be up through the evening, but you look like you had a bit of a bad day. No?
Wasn't a good one.
Right. But if you need to rest down, you're welcome to, and we will guide the ship the best we can. Isn't that right?" "Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can look after sails and ropes while you sleep."
Yeah, just make sure you push good.
Push good. Pull. Can you consider pulling sail instead of pushing sail?
Gotta push. Gotta
Okay.
be push.
Okay. And it looks at Elijah and looks at Thaloria. Goes, "Okay, push it is." Kind of starts to climb up the rigging there. Floria goes, Jareth, down, please, down. Comes back down. I'll push when we have free time.
Yeah, they not know.
No.
Yeah. And then Krirg is gonna wobbly stumble downstairs. He is ready for a long night's rest.
Yeah. I would love to know from each of you, if you are bedding down or indeed taking 4 hours to relax, where your minds go to in this rest as you meditate or descend into dreams or come to you last for reasons.
Krirg heads to his bunk, starts journaling, going through everything that happened in the last day. Surprisingly, he doesn't consider the brush with death as an important thing, but he likes that the memories came back up, and he starts to rewrite those memories just so he could hold on to them and remember them even longer.
Nice. Very nice.
So even the memory of him writing in the journal. So when he gets to that part, he says, me remember one time me write in journal and me write down, and he flips back in the pages so he can write it exactly how he wrote it. Even to the ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Excellent. And again with a chortle U.
Yeah. It, he doesn't even finish it. It falls on his face. And he just goes to sleep with it.
Excellent. Magnazella?
Yeah, I'm heading down to rest. Before I rest, I do a little bit of some bedtime stretching, some salutation, some downward jog, some pigeon pose. And as I'm doing that, I'm also reminiscing of my times in Valorith, and I'm thinking about when I was being trained to guard the stone and it was a time when I had so much hope and optimism, and I felt like I had so much ahead of me. And I just remember because we would practice doing the guard who trained me, we would go through a lot of these poses together. That was part of our ritual. And thinking about how I look back on it fondly, but also look back on it at my younger self and thinking I wish you knew what you know now, and how it gets so much harder and it gets so much more complicated. And she begins to wonder, if is all of this work gonna be for nothing? Is she ever is there ever gonna be a path back to Valorith? Is that just a sunk dream at this point? So she goes back and forth between wanting to enjoy that memory and thinking about being in grass, being in the sun, being in the morning, being full of hope, but then knowing the darkness that comes after that, it becomes really painful to sit there. So then she eventually just decides to go to sleep.
Excellent. Bed down. James.
There is cleaning to be done. Cleaning helps. Just the rhythmic brush, jacket off, sleeves rolled up, just really getting in there. The mind goes back to friendships and moments that people have had together. Kota and the things that she said, and the constant needs of Jacob, and tongues, honey, and even Krirg saying sometimes you need to have anger or experience other emotions because you need the one side in order to enjoy the other. And just all of that floating around and trying to figure out how it all works together and what is right and safe and how it can all balance each other out, and just comes back to the cleaning. Order.
And just as a thing, the muffin tins that Krirg had, he did not grease them. So those are gonna be really. It's gonna.
The gift that keeps on giving. Yes.
And if you ask him, I'll let you know whether that was on purpose or not.
Thuna?
So you're not sleeping.
Never sleep.
I think Thuna stews in the depths of the ship for like an hour, like a full hour, just being like, no one believes me. Is it just because I lie all the time? That's not even fair. Like I'm lying for us, not at us. Like I'm trying my hardest to be good and to do good. And like she's like, the dog is like watching her pace as she's just like talking to herself, kicking barrels down there. And then I think she kicks a barrel and like realizes it's the barrel with tongues in it. And it's like, she looks at it. And she's like, if I destroy this, if I burn it, the house would kill me. But they wouldn't be able to do the thing that they're trying to do. Unfortunately, Jeeves did put doubt in her mind about whether or not that would be the right thing to do. I think she had a visceral reaction to not being immediately believed because backstory, but you didn't kick her out, you asked for proof, and she didn't feel like she could trust you enough to give it. So I think at some point she comes up and sees you scrubbing sleeves up, and she rolls her sleeves up as well and just grabs a washcloth, dips it in hot soap, and very silently begins like doing the work. Like she's cleaning, she's trying to find some solace next to you, and there's company there, but there's not a lot of words. And at some point she realizes like she scrubbed the floor to the point where it's like almost shining, like she can almost see herself in it. And she looks up at you and goes, "Hey boss?" And she gives him everything she's got. She gives him the vial of the honey. She gives him the poison. She doesn't give him the tongue because she saw he had one. But she gives him what she's found, and she tells him about Dell and what's going on in the basement and all that she could see, which wasn't much because she doesn't understand those things. But if anyone knows magic, it's you. And Krirg convinced her that you would tell the house everything anyway. So, might as well tell you everything, because it might convince you to be on her side. So instead of burning the tongues, she's going to trust you, since she's asking you to trust her.
I'll take the items and thank her and point out a spot that you missed. And we'll put them away to be looked at and observed later after cleaning is done.
Absolutely.
Just give you a nod and go back to trance-like cleaning.
Yeah. She also goes back to cleaning.
Mark off long rests. Are you gonna sleep tonight, or are you gonna clean?
I was gonna take a short rest, not a long rest. So like clean while I'm doing this and then go take a short rest.
Excellent. Mark off a short rest. Sure. Yourself, what do you do come bedtime?
While the pacing is going on down below docks, or deck, down below deck, I think. I think I walk back into the kitchen, and I put my brandy glass into the sink. Grab the bottle of brandy. It's half empty now.
Or half full.
I grab two. That's a debate for another time. I grab 2 clean glasses.
Yeah.
I pour another drink, and I hand it to Jeeves. Pour myself another one, and I go to bed.
Okay. Go to bed. Glass there. It's the glass is placed there. You can't help but notice that he just put the glass in the sink, didn't wash it, just left it in there. As you go to bed, you fall asleep pretty quickly. And it's like someone's held seashells up to your ears. You hear that. The surge and the swell and the rushing of water and then that plunge, that drop in your stomach, like you've dropped from a height of a cliff, off a mast or something, and then that same underwater feeling, the glow of blue lights around, and we see you sinking lower, and the glow comes to you, and they are glowing blue jellyfish kind of floating past you. Starts with a couple, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30. The whole place is lit up. Surrounded by these glowing jellyfish, they start to split in the center, and just a dark void of ocean beyond, like a tunnel, inviting you. You owe. You pay. Settle the debt. You went against what you were told to do. You owe.
I'll swim forward.
You swim forward. You swim into darkness. As you swim into darkness, breathing easily in this underwater, like breathing through a sponge or breathing in foam, essentially. You're used to it. You've had underwater breathing on you before when you've been out sailing. And as you swim into the darkness here, all it is a single enormous, kind of the size of this room, this kind of circle that we're in, just a single beautiful, elegant jellyfish. Nothing threatening, nothing calm, its little tentacles hanging down. You just hear that voice. Why do you return? You were told. You've disobeyed.
Why would you let that shit go on there?
What happens on land, I have no control over. I tried with you. Uciar were more tenacious. Do not pretend you are innocent yourself. Atsushima. Remember Atsushima.
I could have destroyed their navy here, like I did there.
You didn't.
You did,
I did.
but you didn't here.
I did not. Do you seek safe passage? If so, it will come at a cost.
You said I was here to pay.
Are you willing to give freely that which has been bestowed upon you? I told you not to come back.
Sure.
Excellent. That jellyfish glows. As it glows, you can't help but feel drawn to it, like a moth to a light. Like you need to swim to it, into it, under it. As you swim closer, it speaks to you as you are drawn into it. It says, "You are a favorite of mine. It will be sad to see you go. I pray that you find peace."
You never asked anything else of me. How am I your favorite?
Because I never had to ask.
Fuck, that breaks me.
You worship the seas of your own free will. You adore them. You love them. You love me. That which
which I have gifted you will now be taken as payment for your transgression.
I just submit.
Beautiful. You swim towards this jelly head. As you swim into it, you feel the tentacles kind of brush against you. No shock or anything like that, just cold. And as you swim, you feel them reach down and start to kind of grab you and wrap you. As they wrap you up. As they wrap you up, you feel yourself bound tight with this pulsing kind of tentacle. It's kind of squeezing you and squeezing you. And with every squeeze, you feel a little bit of that magic within you, that arcana. Absorbed. Absorbed. Pulled from you.
Go in peace. Do not try me again. Next time you touch the water will be your last.
I go.
And you go. And you wake up in the morning with a long rest.
Okay.
Yay. As you awaken, you feel a little damp. You're not sure if it's sweat or if it's seawater, because it is salt.
So glad you said water.
Men? As you wake up from your wet dream, you come back to consciousness, and you can't help but feel odd. The rest of you awaken as well. You finished your cleaning a while ago. You took your short
Hands
rest.
were forever. I can't believe they were so messed up. How does anyone get pans so messed up like this? I don't understand.
Krirg walks into the kitchen. He's like, "Oh man, me slept so good last night. Me gonna make some breakfast muffins." And he goes for the muffin tin again.
Freshly clean.
I just walk out.
As you walk out, what are the rest of you doing as you wake up in the morning?
I need a moment. That was rough for me. You going through that was rough for me. Jeez. Yeah, I think Thuna wakes up and goes to see who's at the helm. Kind of half expecting it to be Elijah.
The captain is back at the helm bright and early in the morning. Thaloria has headed downstairs. Cedrin's up on the crow's nest, but making his way down now because he did a night shift. And Jareth is also heading down. So everyone's going to bed except for the captain, essentially.
Gotcha.
They look tired. 2-day sail there, 2-day sail back. Not too shabby. But still a lot of work for 4 people to do. 5.
Yeah, before I talk to the captain, because I would like to, is it possible I can use the navigation skills that Elijah taught me up on our shift in the crow's nest to see if we're still heading in the right direction?
As you come up above deck, the first to come up above deck, it is incredibly foggy here on the ocean. Visibility is not great.
Oh.
And as you step on up, climbing down, Cedrin looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're heading up there?"
Yep.
They're a boomerang, right? They come back. To me.
But not.
Don't throw them. They're
I
not
was just
actually a
gonna.
boomerang.
Okay.
Oh boy, you're gonna yeet them right off the crow's nest, weren't you? It's a bit foggy out, but we seem to be heading in the right direction. It kind of hands you a compass as well.
Sleep well.
Thank you. Woo. Heads downstairs.
Before I go up to the crow's nest, since I have to go up there to see much of anything, I'll go up to the captain like binoculars in hand, and say, "Hi, I'm approaching. Please don't be scared this time."
Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. I
don't have to do that accent.
What?
Nothing. Good morning.
Good morning. And he kind of looks at you.
It's not one of those. I'm good today. I mean, nice. I'm nice today. Now.
You just wake
I'm
up
nice
and choose
now.
to be nice. Is that what happens?
That's what everyone does.
Oh, never considered that. What can I do for you?
You can't do anything for me. I just wanted to congratulate you that you're actually doing it. You're almost done with the house. I've never met anyone that's happened to, so that's really cool. Just wanted to say congratulations.
Looks around for Jeeves. Doesn't spot him. It's not really reassuring. You haven't ever met anyone.
Oh, I'm new. 3 weeks tops. So I'm everyone I've met is still deep in it. Except for you, of course, because you're out. Good job.
Thanks. Okay, what did you get up and tell us where we're going?
Okay. Sorry about that whole thing in your mind before. Won't happen again. And she starts crawling up the crow's nest.
Excellent. You crawl up to the crow's nest. You pop up, binoculars, compass in hand. Go ahead and make a survival check for me, please. Thanks
That's
to
an S.
start at A all the way down.
Nat 20 plus 3, so 3.
Okay.
It's all thanks to this guy over here.
The only reason you didn't hear it. No, you didn't hear it. The only
On a
reason.
nat 20, I think.
No, before.
Previously.
The deep. I was listening, man, but the ears weren't working.
The only reason you know we're heading in the right direction, maybe because you spot Elijah maybe heading up top, hearing that sing song, and he has that same look on his face as when you previously heard it. And on a nat 20,
Yeah.
you can kind of hear something too.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful, beautiful melody.
I look harder into the binoculars.
Harder in the
Like my
binoculars.
ears are working finally, so I'm like, yeah, the deep, the dark, the comfort. I was like peering into the fog, seeing nothing. Like it's working.
As you look harder into the mist, into the fog, make a perception check for me.
Sure. Not gonna use that nat 20 dice. That's not likely to happen again.
That's a gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
5 plus 11, 16?
16. You see just the outline of things in the fog. Some on the waterline, some in the sky. And as you see these things on the waterline and in the sky, the captain also starts to look up and frown. Everyone on board starts to hear this beautiful melody play. Everyone's starting to notice it. And can you all make wisdom saving throws?
I hear it! I hear it!
Would this by any chance be versus a charm effect?
It is for you, yes.
It's also for me then, right?
All I've got is resistance to poison for you for some reason.
For my racial trait. Charmed, stunned, I think.
I'm not seeing that here.
Sorry.
Do I go?
Got it. I'm looking.
I got a 7.
Beautiful, that's it.
I got 12.
Oh yeah, advantage on to end. Avoid.
Okay.
Yeah. Why doesn't it show up on the top of the sheet? D&D Beyond, get your shit together.
It is in the back of my little packet that I printed out.
Oh, what did you get, sorry?
12.
12 is a failure.
12.
Is a failure.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Nat 20
Is
and
it-
a 19. So,
Nat 20
that's
is a success.
20.
Is a success. As that music starts to play, the captain listening in with you guys, that music is beautiful, and it becomes like an earworm in your ear. It starts to get a little funky. You start to want to jive and dance a little bit, and you need to get to where that music's coming from. And you two watch as the captain lets go of the wheel, kind of looks off the side of the ship and just walks, gets up on the rail and jumps. We're going to roll initiative, and you all are needing to get off the ship as quickly as possible.
What? No, what?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait. I just said he's gone. He's done. Not like that.
I got a nat 20 on my initiative.
Beautiful.
God, this is insane.
I got 11.
You might actually beat me in initiative once. I only totaled a 27.
I got an 18.
An 18?
I've got an 18 as well,
Okay.
with less dex than Duna.
I would hope so.
11 for you. And what did you get, Jeeves?
27.
27.
Can you remind me who passed and who's trying to get off the ship?
I
You'll
think
see.
pass,
You will see.
fail.
You will see when it gets to their turns. Because you have no idea at this point. Because it's just you up in the crow's
I'm
nest.
with binoculars.
You're up there. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the only thing I saw when I took the binoculars off was the captain walk off.
Excellent. He's asleep.
Oh no.
He's in the water.
I was in the galley.
You're in the galley. So I'm gonna put you back there. Where are you?
I was,
You were just with
yeah. I was still in my bunk.
Okay. You're in your bunk. Jeeves?
I had walked out of the galley, probably heading down, I guess.
Down further. So that's up.
That's up, yeah. So we're like the quarters. So yeah.
You're in here as well. Beautiful. Sleep. And Elijah, where were you?
You said I was just walking up the steps, feeling odd.
Beautiful. So
I have some questions.
I'm gonna put you coming out here, essentially. You would have just seen the captain jump.
That wasn't my question. My first question was, is my pike still around when I woke up?
Do you normally sleep with your pike out?
No, it would have been laying against the pole or
I
whatever.
thought you'd disappear it and reappear.
No, not since we had the violence on the island. I'm
It would
like,
be
I
out?
probably need to have kept it around.
silence.
So when you woke up, there would be a puddle of water on the ground, and that's it.
Okay,
Excellent.
excellent.
Beautiful. At the very top of the round here, Jeeves, what would you like to do as you hear this unchained melody?
I believe it's time to water dance. Is that not what it is? So
Yeah.
I'll scoop up Percival, who also wants to go outside and swim in the water, of course. And we are going to head
10, 15, 20, 25.
30, 35, 40 is
40 is
and
up
then,
here.
Yep, and then I don't know. I feel like we would be compelled to dash, right?
Sounds good to me, yeah.
What are you doing? Sorry. It's supposed to be inside my head.
As you...
Luckily, we have water breathing, so we're good.
Yeah. The water is freezing cold and the swell is... is large, but it is lovely. As you swim into the water there, it feels kind of warm to you. There is like soft glow coming from the fog. And you can see off into the distance what looks to be some sort of mound with humanoid figures on it and humanoid figures flying in the air there. Anything else you want to do?
Just enjoy it. I mean, water dance, is that not a thing? Just, I think I saw that at some sporting activity recently.
I'm actually going to put you out here is where the nonsense is.
Oh my
So
god.
you would have come out this way. Just so I can actually
See us.
don't have you running into the sides of the ship there.
That's fine.
Excellent. At the end of your turn, can you go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw?
Probably not, but we'll try anyway. 15.
15. Excellent.
Actually, sorry. If I would be wanting to pass this, it would be 19.
19. Do you want to pass this?
I don't know.
I don't think you do.
Okay, 15.
Regardless, with a 15. The fuck? Cold water. Percival kind of swimming beside you, and you are out in front of the ship as it kind of heads towards you.
Should I roll for Percival as well?
Yeah, roll for Percival as well. 4. Percival is trying to get out of your arms and head in that direction, but you end your turn wondering why on earth you're here.
Yeah.
As that song disappears. Sounds more like screeching now. That is going to bring us down to Krirg.
Yeah, I would like to ask, how, in this feeling that I have sort of overtaking me, how urgently do I want to get to?
Really urgently.
Okay, like, if you had to put it on a scale of like 1 to 10, how would you say
Are you saying
I
on
am
a
being
scale
affected?
of like Tiptoe Out and Kool-Aid Man?
That's precisely, like, to an exact degree. That is why I'm asking.
I would say I'll leave it up to you, but
Okay.
it's a great tune. It's a bob. You're
Just to be clear, no matter which choice you make, no damage will happen to the actual minis. That's all I'm saying.
I think I can still split it in half, right?
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, pretty urgent.
Okay, so Krirg takes the shortest distance to the place he is trying to get to.
Excellent.
Runs directly through and tries to cut.
Like there?
Yeah.
Well, essentially there, because you're coming out here.
He's not going up. He's just going through the bow.
Yeah, so you'll come across to here, essentially.
What
go in this
I
direction.
think, like, right here.
Oh, right through the tip,
Yeah, like, he tries to find a seam in the
Split
wall.
through the
Yeah. And
Go ahead. We're about to find out.
Oh my god.
You kind of
And-
push
and-
past the bunks and things
Yeah.
as they're swinging. Yeah.
yep, that's exactly it.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to I'm trying to bust right through the boat.
Make an athletics check for me.
Okay.
Would you? You were not raging. You're having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
But we'll see.
But if I'm trying to get out, I would rage. Like, I feel like.
Is it rage or rave? Do you rave? Bonus action rave?
Bonus action rave? Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I can bonus action
You
rave?
can rage? Yeah, rage.
Okay,
rave.
great.
Yeah.
I'm not charmed anymore.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna
Thank God.
catch
Get
myself.
to the front there. And you rage. As you rage, you hit the wall there.
Yeah. I still try to break through.
Why?
Because now I'm just mad.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I get to do it with advantage.
You do, yeah,
Valid.
absolutely. Either way, he was busting a hole through the.
I got a 23.
23. Boom! A little bit of water. But it does not smash through. It does
Okay.
not crack. But it does start to leak.
Great.
That's your first.
That's my first attack.
I mean, you can take another one if you want.
I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna run into the wall. The water's coming in.
Yeah.
I think he knows what's happening. Krirg's got enough like battle history to know that something was trying to charm him. So he's going to run back up the stairs, get on the deck, like axe in hand, and just get ready to fight whatever is up there.
Okay.
So that's his goal.
Excellent. You probably get up to like here
Yeah.
with all that movement just to get back out. Up towards the top of the ship there. Up the stairs, out past the captain's quarters.
And I'm gonna at will cast jump on myself.
Beautiful. Excellent. You cast jump on yourself. Yeah, you can use that
Oh, wait.
last action. You already used your action. Yeah.
No, I can't cast a spell, yo.
Raging.
Not when you're raging, yeah.
Yeah,
True.
so I can't.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is going to bring us down to in the distance. Winged figures flapping, making their way in. As they make their way in. You see a number of monstrosities as you're bobbing in the water there. As you see these monstrosities, they seem to be, you too, yeah. They seem to be partially winged, partially feminine, and partially shark or fish. One of them with like a hammerhead with curves and a beautiful wingspan, water kind of surging up behind them. You would see a couple of them have the hammerhead look to them, and you would see that there are a couple that have more of like a whiter, a ghastly look to them as they start to swoop on in, chirping. Yeah, 100% smash that one. Excellent.
Smash.
Yeah, right.
Beautiful. Oh, I like the netting on the back. That's very cool.
Excellent. They start to swoop in. As they start to swoop in, you hear that as they squawk, and they are going to fly in another 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. They've already moved. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one's actually going to swoop down towards you, Jeeves.
Thank you, I could use a lift.
as that one swoops down towards Jeeves. This one moves in 5, 10, 15, 20 in towards the ship there. As they fly in, you see one of them actually swooping up, heading towards, since you said smash, that one's gonna come for you.
Smash.
As it swoops up towards you, you can see that they have these nasty, nasty claws. And that is going to be movement action. That is all they can do on this turn, unfortunately. But as they start to swoop in, you see these horrific-looking ladies. Where are we?
But wait, there's more.
There's more. That's going to bring us down to Eli.
I thought I had you there on that initiative.
Wait, where were you?
18.
Oh, you were. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at both of you. Sorry, both of you are 18, so you're technically faster. Yeah.
Because I want to do some teamwork with you. I don't want you to leave this area. This where Krirg is the door to this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We're right behind
You
Eli.
can hear him 100%. You can hear the whole
But
thing down there was like.
I don't know if I'm hearing him being like, "Gotta get out there" or what.
Yeah.
You also
So-
feel the ship start to like.
Because
no
no
one
one
behind the wheel,
is
yeah.
piloting it.
So what I want to do,
And there's a hole.
because I
There's
know
a
he's
little
gonna go
hole.
for the helm.
I know he's gonna go for it. He has to.
The helm. Well, he doesn't have to. But I am gonna stay in the crow's nest because I have a better line of sight, and I'm now an expert in binoculars, and I'm going to toss down a patch to Elijah. The patch is a steel door. So it will fit right here and lock on whatever side he chooses so that they can't come up and try and jump off the ship.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna shout, "It's a door, lock it!" I hear Krirg coming and I'm like, it's only gonna hold him for so long. But I'm hoping that he'll be able to like wisdom break or like we'll be able to fix this before anything happens.
Excellent.
And can I mean, I know visibility is kind of hard here. Is that
You can see
change
these guys.
anything?
The
Okay,
mist
okay,
is
okay,
kind
okay.
of like around the battle map here. It was hiding
Okay.
most of what was happening around here.
Then that would be, I'm guessing, my action.
That would be your action to
Yeah,
patch and throw. Yeah.
to toss that.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna check out my bonus actions because all the stress is fogging my brain. And okay, I'm going to use a bonus action to try to. We don't have any like. We do, don't we? We have a dinghy on the side because we
There
use
is
it
a
to
dinghy
get off
on the side, yeah.
Is it on this side?
Roll 2 100. 51 and above, it's on that side.
Why these numbers? I roll low on D100s. Where's my plan? Okay.
How much are you willing to bet that you're going to roll low?
A lot. I'm willing to bet a lot. That's a 16, Your Honor.
It's on the other side.
Dang it. So so since I can't save the captain, he's gone. And
Alright.
is there a dinghy? No. Whoopsie. And I'm going to narrow my sights here, and I would like to throw my bonus action psychic blade.
Yeah.
To be able to try and hit the one that is closest to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
I don't even really think this is gonna hit, but I'm like, I think because she's got one hand on the binoculars and she's like trying to throw it like this.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we'll see what happens. 23
23 absolutely hits, yeah.
for 1d4 damage. Here it comes.
Get ready to be smashed.
Get
and
ready.
not in a sex way.
That's a 2 + 4, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage there
Indeed.
to that one there. Excellent. 6 points of damage as the psychic blade hits it. As the psychic blade hits it, it kind of swoops a little bit, the netting gathering with it. Kind of screeches out and like a to its other companions here. Anything else you want to do?
No, I hope I'm getting all their attention. I don't want any of my friends to be eaten by sirens and someone jumped off the side. Why? Jeeves, what are you doing? Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I can do.
Excellent. That's gonna bring us
Roger
down
dancing.
to our good friend Eli. Eli, you recognize a very broken. You know Primordial, and you would recognize like an Auran, like an oceanic language, water plains language. You would hear as they chatter to each other. That song has this repeating motif of join us, join us. And for you, it's come back to the ocean, come back to the ocean.
Immediately, Krirg is right behind me, right?
Krirg is right behind you.
I feel like I probably have some idea what that particular enchantment would look like on someone's face.
Give me a real quick insight check with advantage because, you know, you've said this season.
Insight with advantage is a 15.
15. I'll say with a 15, yeah, Krirg looks normal angry. Yeah.
Okay, so
Krirg's like
Regular
muttering,
rage.
like they're trying to get me jump off a boat. I'll break boat. I'll show who's them in charge.
so I'm guessing that is not the way a typical siren song might take effect. So
Definitely not.
I feel the need
The vibes
not
are
to
all
use
wrong.
the patch.
But you now have a patch with a steel door.
Yes.
I do
When
have
you
a
put
steel
it,
door patch.
let him out first.
I will pocket that guy.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try to summon my pike. I'm gonna look
And
to
then you
see if
hear-
there's a harpoon somewhere.
Rejoin the sea.
As you look around, no pike, but there is what looks to be some sort of spear, harpoon that is kind of strapped to the side there for fishing and things like that, like across one of these little sections here that have little clips in them.
How quickly is the ship careening out of control? Is it like super fast or not?
Not ridiculously, but you know all it'll take is like a decent wave to hit it and actually get it to go right off course. And then if you get broadsided by one of those waves, so you've probably got, you gather you've got 6, 12, 18 seconds before
6, 12, or 18. So pretty rapidly spiraling out of control.
Correct.
I am going to take the spear or harpoon, whatever I've got, fishing spear, and use my action to run around and take control of the
Excellent.
ship's wheel.
You grab the helm. As soon as you grab the helm, sound goes out, and you hear,
I thought you weren't joining the ocean again.
and you're back. Excellent. Anything else you want to do?
Shit.
Poop deck.
You remember when you first grabbed the wheel when you were on the ship? That's when shit started going wrong.
Too little to hold.
But you steady it very well.
Okay.
Kind of straightens out again.
Nice.
Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Beautiful. That's going to bring us down to Magnazella. What would you like to do?
Am I still? Because I know I was charmed by one point, but
You are still. Yeah.
I am still
On this turn, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to use stillness of mind to be uncharmed.
Yeah. Spend a key point and kind of triangle breathing.
Yeah. In for 4, out for hold for 4, out for
Yeah.
4.
Excellent.
These seas. They just make me do strange things.
I'm so vulnerable right
I'm so
now.
vulnerable that I was into the music. Oh God, who am I?
I was smiling.
I was feeling joy. This is so unlike me. I look over because I can see because I'm still like
Yeah.
down there.
They're kind of waking up the other people in the bunks now. Like, what the fuck's going on? Water. Kind of
Yeah,
spraying
I
in.
see the water. I don't think because I was awake by that, but I was charmed, so I guess I did not see.
You saw Krirg and you were like, sweet, if Krirg gets that open, that's how I'm going out.
Okay, got it. But now I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
bad, not good. So what do I want to do?
Set the ship on fire. Breathe fire on the ship. Why not?
Why not?
Breathe lightning. There's wet ground everywhere.
That's true. Yeah, I think I just want to get up on this part of the ship and start gearing up
Yeah, so
for some combat.
40 feet to, that'll be about 50 feet to where Krirg is, and then
Yeah.
you can use your action to get
Got
out
it.
here somewhere. You can, I think technically as a monk, you can kind of like stand on the pole as well, because you've got ridiculous movement. So it's up to you. You can
I'll stand on the pole. That sounds fun. Let me be on a little pole.
Don't know why I offered that.
Do a
when I
little
can't actually
pole
do it.
man.
I was like, why would you say that?
You blue tack. You blue tack. Another pole? No, like standing sideways. But you're like that on the
Very
pole.
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, like
I wanna know.
This isn't gonna collapse at
Yeah.
all ever.
I got this.
I can feel it.
No, but then it's just as tall as that.
You do.
And then we counterbalance it.
Oh Lord.
That'll definitely stay.
Excellent. No one
We got
breathed.
like a red danger sign or like a siren or something.
That's
we have
very
a
Michael
song
Jackson, though. I'll tell you.
Excellent. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yell up to Thuna if she can hear me and be like, "Hey, I'm here. Oh, good. Just so you know, if you need anything,
Watch out, they're really high.
I can see that.
Okay.
Not great, but just so you know, I am like we can
got
help each
this.
other. We got that. We're gonna have hope." The crazed look. The crazed look in Magnazella's eyes when she says that
Terrifying.
genuinely scares.
We're gonna have.
Yeah, totally. He looks back at her. Are you sure?
As the waves continue to. I really want to just.
Yeah.
You're into it. Back into it. Excellent. As the waves continue to rock and roll, party on, dude. Sean Benjamin's there as well. As the waves roll, the captain is going to take his turn, and he's just paddling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as an action. He's swimming this way, and he's like doing uppies.
Going straight for my way.
For your life. As that happens, he's gonna make a saving throw, and he goes, "What the fuck am I doing? Jeeves, what are you doing? Jeeves, what are you doing in the water here? Fuck it, get back in the ship." And that is his turn.
Using that voice.
You need a dialect coach.
We're not sure what you're going for there. That is going to bring us. You feel as the ocean kind of rocks up and down. There is a side to side. And the waves continue on. Something bumps the underside of the ship there. That's going to bring us round to Jeeves.
I really want to try and grab Percival and start swimming back to the ship.
Absolutely, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can get you to. Oops, sorry, Percival.
Yeah, with a dash because we
With a
don't
dash.
have a swim speed.
Beautiful.
So.
Maxes. Yeah. So I'll say you can like climb.
Oh, there
There
it
she goes. Hope. There I go. There they go.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take
It's your
this away
favorite
from
thing.
Yes, please.
I think it's just best for everyone.
Excellent. We're back in. All right. Yeah. You're in the ship. You're in the ship.
I think we should take this moment to thank Jessica at CDS Paints for the amazing job she did with our minis before Jacob breaks them. They look fantastic.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
They
very much.
do look fantastic. I like looked up like God up there. They look so good.
Hey.
There's God in this Chili's tonight.
So good.
Okay. Who wants to go? Chief. What else? Anything else?
I believe I'm still in the water. I don't think I had enough speed to get out
You've
of
got
the
40
water.
feet. So if you dash with 80 feet, 40 feet will get you like.
But it's
on
half in the
side
water,
here.
right? I don't have
Yeah.
some.
So if you dash, you move 40 feet from where you were.
Yeah.
So it
So
was.
it'd be-
It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, okay.
So
Fantastic.
movement and dash, but that is your
And-
action.
Yep,
over,
yep.
yeah.
And I'm just holding on to Percival to try and keep him from leaving
Yeah.
and getting back in the water. And I think we have company.
Go ahead and give Percival a saving throw, please and thank you.
Oh, it's a nat 20 for a total of 19.
Yay, Percival's okay.
Excellent. That is going to bring us down to Krirg.
Kurg's gonna run out
Excellent.
Fuck yeah.
Shocker.
Put his hands around the mast.
Yeah.
Try to tear it off
Gotcha.
the boat.
I understand what you're doing.
And
Swing it.
hit these harpies.
Okay. Beautiful. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Yes, how do boats work?
Krirg about to show you how to do boats. That is a 21.
21 does not do it, unfortunately.
You got it.
No such luck.
Does it give me any?
There is a like Steve Rogers lifting the hammer the first time, just a little,
Yeah.
Little nudge.
just a little, but that's it.
That's my movement and that's my action.
Anything?
Damn.
Anything
Aren't you
you
glad it was a brand new boat
bonus
now?
action?
Bonus action, I get to.
I wanted that to work so bad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it didn't.
This wasn't an attack. This was an action.
This was an action, yeah.
As a bonus action, I want to try to get somebody to come fight me. I want to look at the closest one, and I want to look him dead in one of the eyes, because he's hammerhead,
Yeah.
and say,
Nice.
"Me gonna hit you with this boat." And I want to try to get him to come down and fight me.
They're coming down to fight you regardless. And as you
No,
say that,
I want him to
they
come down and
no,
fight
it was my choice.
me.
It was my choice. This, anyone in particular?
This one right here.
Excellent.
This motherfucker.
Beautiful. This one is going to, anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Beautiful. This one is going to swoop like at you, almost like, oh yes, no. Swoops down towards Krirg there. Is going to swoop down towards Krirg. One of them's coming into Magnazella. One of them's coming into you there, Jeeves. The other one's swooping down to the captain. As he's swooping down to the captain there, they're all going to take some attacks. That is going to be that's going to be a two claws at you. You first of all, Krirg. 2 claws. The first is a hot dirty trash, and the other one is a 18. An 18.
That does hit.
Excellent. That is going to be. Oh, there it is.
Can you make that noise again? Thank you.
That is going to be 6 slashing damage.
Slashing. Is that one of mine?
It is.
Is that yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
half
3.
to 3. Excellent. The one attacking you, Magnazella, that is a 22 to hit you and a 18 to hit you. I believe they both hit.
Armor class is 18. So,
Yeah, beautiful. 2 hits there. The first is going to be 4 points of slashing and 5 points of slashing, so for 9 points of slashing total as it claws into you. Jeeves, a 6 and a 15 as it tries to attack you. As they swoop on in, kind of chirruping and screeching, you watch as one of them swoops to the captain, and now that the captain's in the water, it's going to be a contested athletics check. White is going to be the captain, purple is going to be the Halpy. Excellent. With a nat 1, the captain just hits the harpy, and the harpy kind of goes into the water and pops back out, and he narrowly avoids getting scooped up by that harpy there. As he narrowly avoids getting scooped up by the harpy, that's going to bring us down to Thuna.
How high am I?
Yeah, about 40 feet. No, about 35, 40 feet.
How far am I from the captain?
Pythagoras says about 40 feet.
Great.
Wait, that can't be.
It's the Pythagoras quote.
It's all about the
Fuck it, 40 feet.
hypotenuse.
If you want to know exactly, 5, 10, 15, 20, give me 2 seconds.
I want it to be 40, actually. I really want it to be 40 or less.
Pythagorean, beautiful. What did I say?
You said 40.
5, 10, 15.
We're back to our educational portion of our show today.
44 feet.
Okay.
0.72.
Great. I am going to tie my hempen rope around my waist and the other end of it to the crow's nest.
Yeah.
I dive for him.
Make a real quick strength saving throw, please. Strength saving throw, please.
Sure.
Listen. You need to do good. Everyone's watching. I do not have good strength at all.
It'll be a good roll.
I'm a
Don't
little
worry
guy.
about it. Yeah.
It's great. You did great.
Disgrace. Okay, that's a 4 total.
A 4 total.
Yeah.
Take 13 points of like rope burn bludgeoning
Oh.
damage as you 40-foot drop on a rope.
Vivisect
Not
me.
fun.
As long as I can get the captain back to his house.
Vivisect me.
You
As
said
you
14
land-
or 13?
13. Okay. As you land right near the captain there, doing, you're kind of like hanging. You're heading towards him, almost hitting the water, but I'll let you end your turn almost at him. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I want to say,
It's your last goddamn day. We're getting you out.
Let's go there. We're gonna go.
Excellent.
We're getting you out. And I'm just like hit the smack, like belly flop the water right
Oh,
next to
beautiful. Yeah. That'll be part of the damage as well. Excellent. Nice. That is going to bring us down to Eli behind the wheel.
Can I jam the harpoon like down through the wheel and kind of like keep it reasonably in
Absolutely.
place?
Yeah. Jam it through. You've done that before. Yeah. And the wheel kind of rotates one Trivial Pursuit or pizza wedge. And you're steady.
And then I'm gonna reach for another fishing spear.
Yeah.
I don't need you, bitch. And as I do that,
We're so good.
massive ethereal silver wings billow out from behind me.
hell.
And I'm gonna fly right over here into this one's face.
Beautiful. Excellent. You swoop down. Go ahead and give me. That was your action to jam the thing.
Yeah,
Bonus
so-
action to fly down. Yeah. You swoop down towards it there. That is going to bring us down to Magnazella. What would you like to do? Harpy's on deck.
Am I still on the pole, or have I gotten down?
Yeah, you're still on the pole, so
Okay.
it's kind of up there with you, attacking you.
Great.
Awesome.
fluid.
I would like to do is use my immovable rod, like stick it out in front of me, click, clack, moo, and then like kind of get onto it like monkey bars, and then like swing, use the momentum, and just like kick them.
Great. Go ahead and give me an attack roll there.
5 + 8, 13.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Is that it? Did we win?
That's it. That's done.
So you roll the.
Oh.
Yeah, you roll the D6, D8 at this point. D8, I think. Yeah.
One of these days.
And I'm strikes
7.
D6. Sorry.
Okay.
D6.
7 plus 4?
Square boy.
Yeah.
Not that guy. Square boy. Yeah.
I've been rolling so well.
Everyone told you wrong. 2 plus 4 for 6 points of damage. Nice. You donkey kick that one in the head. You swing around the bars. You've got a second attack.
Ooh. This time I do the like one-legged kick, like up in the air.
Yeah. Give me another attack roll.
It's the attack sound that I love so much.
14
scare me.
plus 8
Yeah.
is a number.
22.
22. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and give me your damage again.
This one's the 6.
Yep. Square again.
Yeah.
Square boy.
Swear boy. 2.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. You kick it. You have your bonus action if you wish, which will be either just one unarmed strike for free, or 2 if you spend a key point for a flurry of blows.
I'll do just a oneer.
Excellent. So you double kick, single kick, and you come around a third time. What's happening on the third one?
Fine. I'm trying to think.
You land and you stand there.
No. I'm like swinging around. I'm like, it's lunchtime. More like punch time.
Oh no.
Write that down. Write that down.
It's lunchtime, more like punch time. Go ahead, give me an attack roll, please.
The 5 is tightening.
Yeah, it is.
From a very, very loose format.
14
That
plus
hits.
8.
Go ahead and roll a d6. Add a d4 of psychic damage for that.
Hell yeah, sick burn. 1.
Plus a d4. The pyramid was 6 to
The pointy boy.
Yeah, pointy boy.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Beautiful. 4 points of psychic damage. Perfect. It's not looking great, that harpy already. They're not too hearty, but as you lunchtime, punch time, just kind of looks at you with this. What? Anything else you want to do?
I start explaining, here's why it's funny. And I start going through, like, everything I've learned, so similar to Krirg, but, like, I start walking through, like, everything I've learned about jokes so far.
Absolutely. It's going to bring us down to the captain. The captain's just going to, like...
Just latch onto me.
Yeah, he's just going to grab onto you, and he's going to say... I got 2 days till retirement. I'm too old for this shit. That's going to bring us back around top. The ocean continues to surge. These harpies, and as you abandon the wheel, that whisper does go away ever so slightly there. And we come back around top to Jeeves.
Alright, well, they tried to hurt... You tried to hurt Percival! And, this does... I'm not very happy with this, so I want to try and grapple the one on the far side of me over there.
Yeah.
And then attempt to yeeter them into the other one. Hang on, we need an athletics check here. That will be a 26.
Beautiful. You scoop them up easy enough and you
Throw them at the one. Yes, right there. Yes.
As you throw them across the way there, they collide and they're both going to be knocked prone there.
Fantastic. All right, Krirg.
Krirg starts crying. Like he's just like this just brings him so much rage joy. Like he's never been prouder of you.
The vulnerability ship strikes again as you start to wait. Krirg, what would you like to do?
Here we go. I'm just gonna start chopping away at these 2 harpies that are sitting at my feet.
Go for it.
Reckless attack,
Advantage.
attack. It's just I'm going.
Just go nuts. Attack, frenzy.
Yeah, it's gonna be attack,
Beautiful.
frenzy.
Yeah, go for it. With advantage.
The first one. 15 plus 8.
Hits.
Let's roll the d12.
Yeah.
Plus
This
9.
is that one down there.
So that's an 11.
11, excellent. You going for the same one, or you splitting it up, or just?
I'm going for the same one.
Yeah.
Comes the second attack on that.
Ooh.
We got a 13.
A 13 does hit.
Oh no, sorry, 17.
17 absolutely hits.
And then a d12. That's 14 to hit, or 14 damage.
14 damage, yeah, excellent. Still up.
All right. Here comes the last one. 20.
20 hits.
Or sorry, 21.
21 hits.
And then 15 damage.
Tell me how you handle that creature there.
He goes in, does the 3 hits. He goes 1 for the stomach, and it gurgles, but nothing. Then he reaches back up and aims for the chest on his second attack.
Excellent.
And he gets like a good thud.
Yeah.
And like he feels it's life draining, but it's not quite good enough. He puts his foot down on it to release the axe again, and then aims for the above his foot right where its neck is, and it beheads it clean cut. And the head rolls and goes overboard.
Into the water there. As the head hits the water.
Side?
for the dinghies.
Roll a D1.
I think it's on. I'm faced this way, so
It
it's
goes
got to
off.
go on that side.
He said to get a trophy, and I know he likes heads. So I'm just keeping my options open.
Okay, yeah. Splash
Okay.
beside you and the captain.
I see it, and I'm like,
Excellent. Anything else you want to do?
I just want to look at the other one that's down there. I'm just gonna maintain eye contact with it.
Make an intimidation check for me.
All right. That is a 7 plus 4, 11.
It looks up at you. As it looks up at you, it is just going to sit up. It's going to screech in your face, the equivalent of "fuck you," essentially in Orin. And as it does that, it is going to take 2 strikes at a strike at you. The one at you is a miss with a 7. The one at you is a miss with a 5. As it takes off into the sky there. Attacks of opportunity. If you wish, that will be you two there, essentially. You and
Mine's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
It's like a little. It's 4.
It's about as
but-
cocked as your nat 20 was, so I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 13.
13 points of damage there.
Spears, I hit a 20.
20 definitely hits, yeah.
Spear is 6 or
D6, yeah. D6 plus your proficiency, your strength and proficiency, or whatever you.
So
yours is still. Oh no.
6 points of piercing damage and 4
Beautiful.
points of radiant damage.
4 points of radiant damage, yeah. No, such ways, math. Excellent. As it takes off into the sky, that radiant energy, it screeches out at that and takes off pretty much straight past you, Magnazella, while you're on the pole there. That is going to be its turn. The one in front of you, Magnazella, is just going to go at you. That is a miss, and a 17's a miss. They're not doing too well. They're a little bit shaken. And this one here is going to try and grab the captain from you. That is an 8, 9 versus a 3. Okay. So, it didn't roll very high, but neither did the captain. And what we see is...
can I help him? Because I'm there with him, like to hold on to him so he can roll an advantage.
You're fine because you're tied and he's holding onto you. So essentially it lifts you up and it is pulling on the rope there. Kind of... trying to like get away with the captain. Captain's holding you. You're being pulled by the rope. Harvey's pulling you, pulling him.
I'm being vivisected.
That's what happens. Bringing us down to you, Thuna. What would you like to do?
Oh, me being cut in half by a rope.
Yep.
Look at these consequences. They keep catching up to me. Great. I think what I would like to do. I can just use all my psionic die and then hope for the best. What I'm gonna do. Actually, this is great. I see all of this happening, right? Mm-hmm. I saw Krirg behead something. I'm seeing like everybody on the ship, and I get pulled up, and I'm trying to save this guy who hates me because I deserve it. And I think I'm feeling something very big. DM, I would like to rage.
Hey! What does it look like when you rage?
I think for Dwergar in general, not a lot of them are that angry all the time. So I think she like clenches her fist and she's like, what? And then she feels that same like psionic power, but it's being channeled in a very emotional way. Usually it's like because she is practice, it's part of her soul, it's like who she is. And she is fully embodied with rage. Her fists are shaking and she feels like her tattoos lighting up like a flash. And she's going to just whip out a dagger and start like, she's gonna like lean into the pull and just start like stabbing this thing.
Shanking him, yeah. Go ahead and give me your attack roll there.
Okay, let's fucking go.
great. This could end up very badly for me, but I can add psionic to this. Okay, 6+. As a strength, that is a +8.
If it's a dagger, you can use your dex because it's a.
That's a +8.
Yeah.
I'm using my dex. So that is 6 + 8 is 14.
Does hit? Yeah, absolutely hits.
Great. I stab her once, and I feel bad about this, but I let go of the binoculars so I can also pull out a psionic dagger and stab her with my soul blade as well. So I'm like,
go for it. Give me another attack for your soul blade there.
Sick.
As the binoculars splash into the water.
I'm really sorry, Excedrin. 15 plus 8 is 23.
Beautiful. So both attacks are going to hit, and you can add your sneak attack to one of those as well because you've got the captain there, kind of holding on to you.
Keep
You saved me.
on.
If you save me, we're even.
Oh hell yeah! I can pay a debt for the first time ever. Shit, yeah. Okay, gonna save this guy. 4, 3 is 7, 2 is 9, 10, 12, and then that's 16 plus another 4 is 20.
20.
For one of them.
Excellent.
And then my other one is a 5 plus 4, so that's another 9. So 29 damage to her.
29 damage on total, which is going to be exactly 35. Tell me how you handle this creature. Take the spotlight and shine it right in her eyes. This hot-looking harpy with a hammerhead shark
I was
head.
gonna marry you. No, I'm just kidding. I am feeling myself being like pulled, and that rage creeps up in me. And I think it's so strong that it, for a second, does feel like pure joy. Just like nothing is blocking me. There's no barricade. There's no other emotions. There's no other thoughts. It's get off of me. And she just like, in either side of its like hammerhead
eyes.
Yes. And it's like now straddling it with a rope around her belly, like, and just screaming out into the ocean.
Excellent.
And the captain is probably terrified, like holding her. But if she drops, then we're going to be able to, so.
Yeah.
Crash back into the side of the ship.
Excellent.
Yep.
That sounds
My
positive.
favorite.
If it looks like they're gonna fall hard, I will feather fall.
No, they're fine. They're tied in. They kind of swing in and kind of clip the top
Cool.
there. Land on the ground there.
Can I
Yeah.
still have one of her eyes on my physical dagger?
Yeah.
Krirg taught me to take a trophy.
I think you gotta roll D100 for that.
Please, no, this is the only cool thing I've done.
Roll D100.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What if we didn't?
Roll a D100.
Have you considered if we didn't do it?
D100 is fun. Just roll a 25 or higher.
Why would you say that? Because no, it's definitely not gonna. I'm just gonna roll the big one first.
Yeah.
That's a 90.
Okay.
Can I get both eyes if I get a 100? I'm just
Sure.
That's a 7. It's a 97.
Yeah, there you go.
You rolled a 9.
Yeah,
You're really tough.
absolutely. Eyeball, optic nerve, pulled out. Excellent. Got yourself a trophy there. Anything else you want to do?
Once I'm back on the ship, I'd just like to like cut the rope that I tied around
Yeah,
my
beautiful.
wrist. So, yeah.
Eli, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna fly up
Yeah.
and hit the one right there.
Excellent. Facing the wrong way. That's okay. The one, they're both looking as bad as each other.
26 to hit
26 hits.
That'll do it.
for another 6 piercing.
6
and
piercing. Excellent.
4 radiant damage.
This one here. This one here is on the brink of no longer surviving that first hit. Already was kind of flying up to get away, to be honest, and you've kind of stopped it and struck at it with the spear. As you hit it, the radiant energy goes out and it screeches as you've pierced it. It's got literally one hit point left. And it just screeches traitor in your face.
I'll use my bonus action to offhand attack her and slap her.
Yeah. Do not recite the
Go for it.
magics to me, witch.
Yeah.
Traitor.
I say, you seem shaken. Prepare to
Yes. Elijah, take the spotlight. Even with a nat 20, tell me how you dispatch of this creature.
Yeah, so I literally just reach off to the side, grab her by her neck in this explosion of radiant energy, and just toss it back into the sea.
As it hits the sea, that radiant energy hits. As that radiant energy hits, you watch as the ocean there there's like a that wallops out, and the sea's calm ever so slightly right near your ship where you kind of throw her in there. Anything else you want to do?
That's it for me.
Magnazella, what would you like to do? There's one left in front of you. Looking like it wants to get...
Now, Keith.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna just finish him off, throw some punches, do some kicking. Because I'm still on my rod.
Yeah.
So this time, because I've done the swing, swing 360 this way. Now I'd like to swing back carousel
around.
style.
Oh yeah.
Like get some
Click,
hip
click.
work in there.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
It's all over him.
Give me a couple of attack rolls there. 10 plus 8.
2.
2 plus 8. Okay, so the 10 hits.
Yeah.
10 plus 8 hits. And you want to do a bonus action punch as well?
Sure.
So give me one more punch.
7.
7 plus 15. So 2 of those are going to hit. So go ahead and roll 2 d6s, one for each punch, and they're going to have plus 4 added to each of them. So 2d6 plus 8. Excellent.
5.
10 plus 8, 18. Take the spotlight. Tell me how you kill this one.
We're all killing harpies today.
Killing
it's a bonding
harpies.
experience.
Each one of us killed one.
Yeah. Yeah, as I'm like,
My hands are clean.
as she's swinging, she comes in for this big ass punch and as it's happening, she's like, nah. She's trying so hard to come up with an ending line.
Yeah.
She's just going, and she keeps swinging because she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, I'm gonna come up with something, just you wait. And I go around a couple times, and by the time I come up with something, I'm like, I got it. It's already fallen.
Already fallen to the ground.
Wait, no.
And as combat ends here, as you swing around the pole a couple of times, the ship now in safety, we end on the last line from Magnazella, the zinger.
Well, you just thought of it. You got it.
You thought of it, yeah. As she hits the water.
You were shaken, now you just got stirred.
Thank you for joining us at Hit Points Not Required. Remember, hit points are not required to have a good time. Just a bit of thought with your jokes would be nice.
It was the level of commitment for me.
Thank you guys. Catch you in the next one.